Danganronpa.
Hey, what's up everyone? Carl Wolf here, back with some more Danganronpa 2, Goodbye Despair. Maybe let me quiet it a bit. Okay. Hopefully that's fine. We'll see. Because it peaks a bit. Now it's time for the fourth trial of the fourth chapter. The trial of the fourth chapter. Where we are doing who murdered Nekomaru, which my money is on Gundam, to be honest. Yes. And the door open. But before that, the F1, right? There are two things I want to do. First off, I want to look at the report card. So, my suspects are the guys at this point. But Nagato, we just did his point of view, so it's clearly not him. And I still stand by it's not Soda because of Sonia. He hasn't been shown that he's super mad about her not hanging out with him and hanging out with others, so I'm still going to stand by he's not going to kill anyone and risk killing her. So until she dies, he's not killing anyone. I'm standing by that. Or until she somehow pisses him off. So that just leaves Fuyu and Gundam. Hello, Saucy. Congrats in first, and thanks for today check-in. My other reason for thinking it's Gundam... by the way, I think it's Gundam. My other reason is the Russian roulette. I can't imagine anyone other than Gundam, maybe Fuyu as a mobster, as the leader of all the mobsters, but Gundam's definitely crazy enough to do Russian roulette. Definitely. So my money right now is on Gundam being the murderer, I guess. If it was a girl... I don't think it was Akane. It's hard for me to think it's Sonia. She generally does seem to be innocent. Peiko put on an act. Sonia seems to be genuine. Well, Peiko put on an act. The thing is, it seemed like that actually was her deep down, but because of the life she grew up as a sacrificial bodyguard for Fuyu, that was the true act, honestly. The whole, like, she's a tool. I don't see Chiaki doing it. Well, I guess that really only leaves... Does it leave Akane? Honestly, I feel like that really leaves Sonia more than these two. Yeah, I'm going with Gundam, for sure. Then the other thing I want to do is it setting, or is it system? Option? No, not this. Where is it? Maybe it's during the trial. Hang on. Here, I'll look at the trial. Because I want to lower the difficulty, because I said this before, and I'll say it again during the trial, but before the trial starts, I don't... Whoa, 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 why are you on auto? I don't find the trials fun to play. They're interesting. I still think they're interesting. The whole, like, trying to put together the clues and everything. I like that part. The mini games and whatnot are not fun. So the trials are not fun. So I'm going to lower the difficulty to the easiest, just to kind of get on with it.
I understand your desire to applaud this wonderfully vulgar trial ground. But it's so exhausting to discuss useless things. So, let's just get on with it already.
My thoughts exactly. So sad. My chest hurts. Forcing everyone to do this is so sad.
Hey, don't go talking without permission after I've said my catchphrase.
Now I'm really angry.
Otherwise, I'll roll a dice, and based on the results, I'll give you a sex change operation that many times.
What an extreme punishment.
Now then.
Let's get on with it once again. Let's get a move on, boys and girls.
And so it begins. I hope this would never happen again, and now it's happening for the 4th time. The curtain to the 4th class trial was about to open. Nekomaru Nidai, the ultimate team manager. He was more passionate, more daring, more honest than anyone I'd ever met. Truly, he was more man than any of us. He sacrificed his body to protect Akane, and his appearance changed drastically because of that. But he still tried to live earnestly. And just when I finally got used to his new form, Nekomaru's killer is one of us. Killing someone because it's the only way to survive is no excuse. I won't let this be excused. I won't forgive this. The person who betrayed Nekomaru, who betrayed their friends, I will never, ever forgive them. And so, this life-threatening trial, billowing with hope and despair, has begun. Yes. First of all, change. I'm tired of this. Gentle. Yeah, I just want to enjoy the story at this point. Like, the trial minigames are so annoying than the first game that it's been making me not look forward to this game, I'll be honest, and I'll talk more about that at the end. There we go. Yeah, because the time limit as well. I hate time limits. I can tolerate it to a point, but the trial is all about time limits. Do I have any new skills? I don't think so. And I can't buy any. Actually, I can buy one, probably. Yeah, I can probably buy one. I have 5. Slightly increases influence gauge. Focus gauge. Steadies your aim. Decreases the delay between firing truth bullets. Increases the speed. Oh, actually, that would be nice. Maybe. Oh, I already have it. Never mind. Increases damage to the opponent when a statement is destroyed. That could be good. This is the rhythm game, right? I just made it easier, but I don't really like the rhythm game all that much, so maybe this one? Yeah, let's go with this one. And then, where is it? There it is. Oh. And then we need to look over our truth bullets. So, what we have... Monokuma file number 4. The victim is Nekomaru Nidai, aka Mekamaru, after his robotic transformation. His body was discovered in Grape Tower, which is inside the funhouse. His head is severely damaged and beyond repair, so that shall be considered the cause of death. Despite the fact that his arms and legs are dismembered, these limbs were actually designed to be detachable, and it seems they separated due to a severe impact. Aside from that, several other areas of the body are damaged because of this. Many of his functions seem to have shut down. Nekomaru's body and left leg were tied with a metal wire. The tip of that wire was also tied into a loop, which was probably tied to the door handle that broke, while the wire itself was tied around the pillar. A button on the back of Nekomaru's neck. When this button is pressed, all of Nekomaru's functions cease and he is forced to enter sleep mode. Now, our character made the point of, like, how would they, like, sneaking around to get to that button and whatnot. I mean, unless someone had hamsters that could sneak there. Oil on the floor. Oil that was flowing out of Nekomaru's body. The majority of it came from his fatal head wound. Tripped over pillar. One of the pillars on the side of the door was tipped over. I said tipped. The damaged area of the pillar was also stained. It was so heavy that even 2 people couldn't budge it. An enormous hammer found on the floor of the tower. It was completely clean, almost as if it was brand new. A chain was wrapped around the handles of the door at the back of the Grape Tower. For some reason, the killer was able to enter the tower from the Strawberry Hall. Apparently, Akane heard a rumbling noise at around 5:30 a.m. A lot of small pieces of stone were scattered underneath Nekomaru's body. However, there were no fragments on top of his body. Apparently, Fuyuhiko saw Nekomaru walking towards the first floor of Strawberry House at 5 a.m. So if he changed the time, that'd be a good alibi for him. So he's like my secondary suspect, only because he's the only other possible suspect. At 5:30 a.m., the alarm of the wall clock in the lounge on Strawberry House's second floor started going off. Fuyuhiko was at the lounge by coincidence and managed to stop the alarm, but Kazuichi and Gundam rushed to the lounge after being alerted by the sound. However, Nagato was apparently the only one who didn't hear it, which is irrelevant at this point. The contact elevator used to move between both houses was broken and no longer worked. It was apparently broken at the Grape House side, so the last person to use it would have arrived at Grape House. Did you... Okay, no, just making sure. Hello, Kai, welcome in. Thank you for your daily check-ins. It's 474 times. I need to come up with something that you can redeem those for. Since you have no reason to redeem it for a sub. The button in Strawberry Hall that opens the door leading to the tower was broken. Nagato was supposed to be at the Strawberry House, but he appeared at Grape House via some unknown method. The contact elevator should have been broken. Apparently the compass's needle spun 180 degrees while it was inside the contact elevator. I wonder if it goes like up and down. Nekomaru used this alarm clock to recover from sleep mode. The clock's arms are stopped at around 7:30, and the alarm was set to 7:30 as well. The clock in Nekomaru's chest receives radio waves at fixed intervals, and automatically adjusts itself if its time is off. Basically, it's an amazingly precise clock that can't be tampered with, not even to set the time. I saved them up. Eventually I'll figure out something for you to use them on. A doorknob found under the tipped-over pillar. The screws at the base are pulled out, and there are some scratch marks on the knob itself. One of the doorknobs from the far back Strawberry House was missing, so this doorknob... Oop. Hello, Shoujo, welcome in. Thank you for the lurk. One of the doorknobs was missing, so this doorknob was originally attached to that door. Regardless of whether you enter the tower from Grape Hall or Strawberry Hall, the placement of Nekomaru's body the tipped over pillar, the oil stains, and even the disassembled parts Kazuichi arranged look exactly the same. The victim is Nekomaru Nidai, aka Mecha. Oh yeah, okay, we're done. Hello, Shoujo. Hope you're doing good today. So let's get on with it. Finish. Yes.
Now then, let's begin with a simple explanation of the class trial.
Okay.
During the class trial, you will present your arguments for who the killer is and vote for who done it.
Mm-hmm.
If you vote correctly, then only the blackened will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong person,
Then we all die.
I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and that person will earn the right to leave this island. I'm sure you guys are starving by now, but let's get revved up and raring to go. Whoever survives will be treated to a fancy lunch. Guess what? Rabbit curry is on the menu.
That's so mean.
Huh? I'm not the main ingredient, right?
You have no meat, so no.
I'm here today because Coach Nekomaru risked his life to protect me. I'm going to be the one who avenges him. I'll definitely find out who the killer is. I'm definitely not tempted by curry. Got it?
Two things can be true at once.
Akane, you seem to have an impressive amount of drool flowing from your mouth.
You didn't have to point that out.
Hey, why don't we try going over the incident? We weren't able to leave Strawberry House, so I want to make sure we get a detailed understanding.
Fair.
I discovered Nekomaru's body a little before 7 a.m.
False. It was a little before 9 a.m.
I headed over to Grape Tower from Monokuma Taichi and found the body there. Hajime and Chiaki were also with me.
Hajime was with Miss Sonia and Chiaki that early in the morning? Don't tell me you three were together since last night!
Calm down.
Imbecile! I am not some woman with flexible legs.
Okay.
Of course you're not. You're much classier than that.
I don't think that's what you meant.
With legs like those, I could probably do the splits real easy.
Okay.
We just happened to run into each other on the first floor of Grape House and went to the tower together.
And then, the three of us discovered Nekomaru's body.
The body discovery announcement was made soon after. Akane heard that and rushed over.
We heard the body discovery announcement too, from Strawberry House, obviously.
Obviously.
As I recall, we found out the elevator was out of order, which left us stuck.
So we decided to go to the tower for the time being and headed for Strawberry Hall. But someone even broke Strawberry Hall's door button. We couldn't go anywhere because of that.
Thinking we should at least find some method to communicate, we set our sights on the lounge telephone.
Forget these boring intros. Let's talk about the killer.
We're getting there, Akane.
Anyway, it's definitely someone from Strawberry House.
Having her say that. See, now that makes it seem like someone's trying to set up Strawberry House. Well, no. Of course she would say that. She's not going to blame any of the girls. She's got to blame the guys.
What do you mean, definitely?
There's no way a chick would kill someone so cruelly. So it must be one of you Strawberry House dudes.
I'm sorry. We're going to glaze over... not glaze, gloss. We're going to gloss over the last chapter. The way Mikan killed Ibuki. The way she killed my Ibuki.
One of you better hurry up and confess, or I'll break all of you in half!
You're the cruelest one here!
Now, enough with the lovers' quarrel. We need to think about this seriously. We don't have the luxury of discussing irrelevant things. The incident this time has many questions.
The incident notwithstanding, I also have many questions.
Then let's start with something even Miss Sonia can understand. The weapon. Well, the weapon is obvious, right?
He's going to say the hammer, isn't he?
What the heck, you guys? The weapon! You could totally tell just by looking.
You can tell what the weapon is just by looking? It wouldn't be much of a mystery if that were true. The only thing at the crime scene that looked like a weapon was probably the hammer. Wire, oil on the floor, tipped over pillar. Well, it was a tipped over pillar. The new looking hammer.
I guess we should figure out the weapon first.
The weapon was right there at the scene of the crime.
That pillar, huh?
No, the hammer! The killer used that hammer and beat the crap out of him.
Yeah, no.
If it was
It's a new looking
unexpected, I
hammer.
suppose that is possible.
That's right. It was a surprise beating. The weapon is decided.
The hammer in the tower was the weapon. Like he said, it looks like that's the case, but still, that hammer is just too clean.
I guess we should figure out the weapon first.
Wait, am I not using the
The
hammer
weapon
and I'm
was
using
right
the
there at
tipped over
scene
pillar?
of the crime.
That pillar, huh?
No, the hammer! The killer used that hammer and beat the crap out of him.
Objection.
No, that's wrong.
No, I can't accept that that hammer was the murder weapon.
Why not? Why can't you accept it?
It's too new.
A lot of oil was flowing from Nekomaru's body, just like human blood, right?
Yeah.
The hammer was used to beat Nekomaru. You'd expect some oil to be on it, at least.
But that hammer was clean. So that's why you can't accept that it's the murder weapon.
Yeah, but the killer might have wiped off the oil later.
And then just left the... Why? What would be the point of that?
Why?
Yeah.
Well, obviously, to make the hammer look like it's not the murder weapon.
Then why not just disappear the hammer altogether? I mean, none of us would have a reason to go all the way to the third floor of the library book room, right? So they could have dumped it there or something.
Then why bother cleaning the oil? If they didn't want it to look suspicious, they would have discarded the hammer.
You're pretty insightful, baby gangsta.
Wha- Where'd that come from? She's acting a bit weird.
Baby gangster? Me?
Just so you all know, I was trying to test you guys.
Uh-huh.
I thought, maybe you guys mistook the hammer for the weapon or something.
Uh-huh.
Seems that was a waste of time.
Then what was the real weapon used to murder Nekomaru?
The tipped over pillar, technically.
That's the problem. There wasn't anything else at the crime scene that looked like a potential weapon.
No, it was a pillar. It's just a matter of how it was used.
Then, how about we look at it from a different angle? If it doesn't have oil on it, it's not the weapon. So whatever has oil on it must be the weapon, right?
The actual weapon has oil on it. But if it's something at the crime scene that had oil on it,
I see.
The only thing with oil on it is that broken pillar.
Then that pillar is the weapon. Coach Nekomaru got clobbered with that pillar.
of sorts. I mean, the way you're phrasing clobbered is someone used it, but
Nobody could withstand a blow from that pillar. Even if you used 100% of your muscle strength, it would be impossible to wield it as a weapon.
so even you can't do it, Gundam?
Why?
We tried to move it, right?
It's no use. It's barely budging. Didn't I tell you?
Yeah, that pillar was pretty frickin' heavy. But there's one dude who could have lifted that pillar.
Mekamaru?
Huh? Who are you talking about?
Coach Nekomaru's robot body. With that dude's super strength, lifting a pillar would be real easy.
So, he lifted the pillar, and then what? Did he use it to beat himself?
You mean Nekomaru killed himself?
don't be stupid. He ain't the type to commit suicide.
Then even if Nekomaru could have lifted that pillar, that's nothing to do with the case at all.
No, it kind of does.
Well, I guess
Sort
you're
of.
right.
I mean, he didn't. His lifting strength wasn't used, but like, I think his heavy body was used, as they used the wire to pull the pillar.
What the heck?
But it does bother me a little. That word, suicide. By the way, the fourth murder of the Killing School life was apparently ruled a suicide. Huh? No, that shouldn't matter. There's no way Nekomaru would commit suicide.
But that's a problem. If it's not the pillar, then there's no other weapon we can think of.
Well, that's the other thing. I guess I forgot to mention that, because I kind of forgot about it. Nekomaru would commit suicide if it would save everyone. I mean, he's just a robot at this point. I mean, everyone's starving and they have no way out. Someone has made sure of that, and they can't leave until someone kills somebody, or else they'll all die from hunger, I guess. I don't know if Monokuma will really let them all just die from hunger instead of playing out this game, but maybe. So I think Nekomaru would do it. And if he was the one who did the Russian roulette, since he's a robot, and I feel like he might be able to survive a bullet anyway, maybe. He's the other person that might do Russian roulette. So if he saw that book and saw the suicide...
There may be a way to use a pillar as a weapon without lifting it.
Tip it over.
Huh? For reals?
Yes, for reals.
I see. So my gut was right after all.
Kind of.
All right. It's up to you, Sonia. Prove that pillar was the murder weapon.
Understood. Then I shall give it my all. Sonia, here I go!
Okay. So I'm gonna try to agree with her, yeah? The wire?
There's no need to lift that pillar.
If the pillar was not lifted, beating him with it is beyond a dream.
What about tipping the pillar over?
Yeah.
They aimed right for his head and bullseye.
Even I could probably tip it over. Considering the pillar's weight, it probably exerted a ton of force.
Sonia, you go, girl! I'm getting hella excited!
Wait, I'm supposed to disagree? Huh. The killer murdered Nekomaru by tipping over that pillar? If the pillar was tipped onto Nekomaru, that means it should have been on top of him, right? Oh, true. But the rubble was found underneath him, not on top of him. I'm wondering if he was tied to it. And then the wire broke through the pillar. Which would put it under his back, I guess, while the top of the pillar managed to fall down onto his head. But that angle wouldn't really make sense. So I don't know. If it broke and fell over, I don't think it would be able to turn around and come straight down onto his head. No, there's a contradiction in that assumption.
There's no need to lift that pillar.
The pillar fragments
If
then.
the pillar was not lifted, beating him with it is beyond a dream.
What about tipping the pillar over? They aimed right for his head and bullseye.
Even I could probably tip it over.
Do I want the first one or the second one?
Considering the pillar's weight, it probably exerted a ton of force.
So the first one?
Sonia, you go, girl! I'm getting hella excited!
So the first one?
There's no need to lift that pillar.
If the pillar was not lifted,
It's so much nicer to not have all the
it is
extra
beyond a
words.
dream.
What
about tipping the pillar over?
No, that's wrong.
Objection.
If Nekomaru was crushed by the pillar, then there should have been fragments on top of his body.
Huh? Fragments?
The pillar fragments were scattered beneath Nekomaru's body, but there weren't any on top of his body.
Actually, I wonder if he's facing away from the pillar and it tips over. And it, well, that doesn't look like... Actually, looking at his head, that looks like it came from the front of him, not the back of him. I guess. Unless he looked up. No, he was shut down, so he can't look up. I was gonna say, if he was looking away from the pillar and it came down on his head and broke behind him as he, like, maybe fell backwards, but...
If the pillar had been tipped over and crushed him, the fragments should have been on top of his body instead.
I briefly considered that too, but it's probably not what happened. I see. That was entirely my bad.
If they didn't tip it over, then how did the killer murder Nekomaru with that pillar?
How much longer are you gonna focus on the pillar? Just let it go already.
Well, then why is it even tipped over?
There's no way I can let it go. I'm positive that Nekomaru was killed by that pillar.
Why are you so certain about that?
I just have a feeling.
Well, I mean, I agree with her.
A feeling, huh? That's just your instincts.
But we can't say for sure that that instinct is wrong, can we?
Huh?
There's another way to use that pillar to kill. You guys just haven't noticed it.
There's another way to use it?
Is that true?
Then I shall ask you, what way is that?
You guys, same as usual. You're unable to clear a path to the future with your own powers, so you just stand there and falter.
He's becoming pessimistic about his precious ultimates. He's starting to lose the gleam in his eye for these guys.
What a waste of talent. And you all intend to fight the Future Foundation? You make me laugh.
What did you say?
Regardless, it's not like I want to die with the rest of you. So I guess I should lend a hand.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. It's not like I want to die with the rest of you? I mean, technically he's not worthy to die with the rest of them, right? In his mind? And it would be more like he doesn't want them to die with him. But now, it's not like I want to die with the rest of you.
Hey, Nagito, what the hell happened to you? How come you're not talking like a lunatic anymore?
Yeah.
I've learned a valuable lesson. Ignorance is by far the greatest shame.
Oh?
Huh? What do you mean?
Who cares? Just tell us how the pillar was used to kill.
Well, first of all, the pillar itself is not enough.
Agreed.
But when combined with a specific item, there's a way it could be possible.
A specific item?
Of course, the ultimate weapon.
Isn't Nekomaru the ultimate weapon?
Ultimate weapon?
Isn't that the thing you get when you clear the final dead room?
So, Nagito knows what the ultimate weapon is?
The ultimate weapon.
Of course I know, but I'm pretty sure everyone else has seen it, you know?
What, you mean the truth about the building? Is that the ultimate weapon?
We've seen it?
That's right. You've seen it clearly.
Uh-huh.
Because I, the one who has claimed dominion over evil, am the ultimate weapon.
What are you doing? Are you saying you killed him, dummy?
I am he who cuts the insolent catalyst which flows out from the chaos with the sword of victory. It's only fitting that I deserve to be called the ultimate weapon.
You know we're trying to figure out what the ultimate weapon is that was used to kill him, right?
No, you are far greater than the ultimate weapon, since you wield your 4 dark devas of destruction.
Don't enable him.
I see.
I'm unliking this.
Cut the bullshit and say it clearly. What is the ultimate weapon?
In order to clarify that, we first need to solve the secret of the funhouse.
Huh? The secret of the funhouse?
You still don't realize it? Jeez, get it together. You're supposed to be the symbols of hope, aren't you?
See, I don't get this over-the-top praising and putting them on pedestals for the ultimates. Like, some of them are like the ultimate chef or the ultimate gymnast, and it's like, why would they be able to solve this stuff? Like, Akani's definitely not good at some of these subjects.
Ah, I forgot. Except for Hajime, of course.
Okay, thanks.
Except for Hajime?
If we make it out of this, I'll explain it to you guys.
Anyway, we must first clarify the secret of the funhouse, right?
Like, she's the ultimate princess. Why would that make her intelligent in these types of things?
Then I think it must have something to do with the structure of the funhouse. Strawberry House leads to Strawberry Tower, and Grape House leads to Grape Tower.
Mm-hmm.
But in actuality, they are both the same building, and both houses are linked to the central tower. It is undeniable that such a sweet building structure is the secret of the funhouse.
Man, not only does that make perfect sense, but Miss Sonia's beautiful voice is just so soothing.
You need to stop, simp.
Faux show. I shall
Faux show.
leave this matter to your discretion.
The two houses are connected to the tower in the middle. I thought that at first too, but I ended up finding proof that completely contradicts that.
In truth, Strawberry Tower and Grape Tower are actually the exact same place.
So that's the secret of the funhouse.
Is that really it?
It's weird to say they're both the same price.
Was Fuyuhiko's? Okay, so not this.
I mean, the walls are different colors. And the designs on the floor are also different.
We've already settled this problem. Give it 10 years before you argue with Miss Sonia.
This whole time, we've been thinking the two towers are the same building, but if that's the case, there's something it wouldn't explain.
In truth, Strawberry Tower and Grape Tower.
Do you want to talk about the wire? How are you going to talk about the wire? No, you would talk about the doorknob.
So that's the secret of the funhouse.
Is that really it?
So the strange feeling?
It's weird to say they're both the same price.
I mean, the walls are different colors.
And the designs on the floor are also different.
We've already settled this problem. Give it 10 years before you argue with Miss Sonia.
Oh, sorry. I'm so absorbed I wasn't paying attention that there was a chat. Not spoiling anything, but you're going to absolutely love this chapter. Well, we're finishing it up, so we'll see. But welcome in, Gers13. Sorry. I don't know how long you've been there. Sorry for missing your comment. So, do I want to use this on
Are actually the exact same
this?
place.
Yes.
No, that's wrong.
Both of those towers, are they really the same place?
Why are you asking that now? Do you harbor a grudge because my kingdom destroyed your homeland?
What? What? What do you mean? Where'd that come from?
Hajime, I won't tolerate any sort of rebellion.
I mean, doesn't it seem strange? When we went to Grape Tower from Grape Hall, Nekomaru's body was in front of the door to Strawberry Hall.
Correct.
But when we went to Strawberry Tower from Strawberry Hall, his body was in front of the door to Grape Hall.
It's probably some kind of trick, like the floor rotating 180 degrees or something. If it is, then see? That means it could have passed to the exact same place, right?
If so, then what? Do you seriously think such a simple answer is the correct answer?
Does that mean he's wrong?
Oops, I guess I've said too much.
If the floor didn't rotate, then that means we need to think about the structure of the building again.
Bow down.
Okay, here he goes.
Then how about this? Somebody moved Nekomaru's body.
Here, let me use the controller instead.
While we were moving from Great Tower to Strawberry Tower, but we should have all been together during that time. Even if they tried to move the body inside the tower.
Then Monokuma did it. While we were moving, Monokuma quickly moved things around.
No, that's impossible. For the most part, that's highly improbable.
But Nekomaru's body wasn't the only thing moved. Are you saying the broken pillar was moved too?
If it is too heavy to carry, let them roll it. Just like if there is no bread, let them eat cake.
What? You can't change the oil on the floor.
There are many different ways. The body and the pillar could have been moved. The pillar could have been rolled. And Nekomaru could have been moved piece by piece. I decree it was Monokuma's doing.
Moving the body and the pillar in such a short time. That might be hard even for Monokuma, don't you think?
It's why, right? Oh. What? For once, you're not showing me the controls of the keyboard and... Really? I think it was why.
It seems you have forgotten. Monokuma is surprisingly strong. Wielding the power of the pillar, the body, everything could have moved.
Oh, wait.
down,
Ooh.
easy as pie.
Sorry. I think that's where I had to use it. No, there's definitely a hole in what she just said. Yeah, everything. I need to show her the evidence that contradicts that.
It seems you have forgotten. Monokuma is surprisingly strong. Wielding the power of the future pillar, the could have
No,
moved down, easy as pie.
No, I missed it. No, don't retreat. She's gonna go back to the original topic.
There are many different ways. The body and the pillar could have been moved. The pillar
Yeah, I don't
could
really
have
like
been
this
rolled.
minigame.
And
Like, I have to try to go so fast and slicing these out of my way, and then
Monokuma's doing.
I miss what I want.
Moving the body and the pillar in such a short time. That might be hard even for Monokuma, don't you think?
It seems you have forgotten. Monokuma is surprisingly strong. Wielding up the pillar, the body, everything at the
Got it.
Allow me to cut through those words. Moving the body and pillar is possible, but it would have been impossible to move the oil on the floor.
Yep.
When the position of Nekomaru's body and the pillar changed, the oil surrounding his body moved too. Physically moving all of the oil like that is simply not possible, no matter how you look at it.
Then it's impossible to think it was moved.
I am terribly sorry. I cannot believe I got so fired up.
It's all right. A fired-up Miss Sonia is awesome to watch.
So what really happened? Does that mean the two towers aren't the same building?
We can't be certain of that either. Not when the experiment involving the handbook I left on the tower floor was a complete success.
Yeah, the e-handbook was still there. That's why we thought the two towers were the same building.
And Nekomaru's body was still there. Oh yeah, you guys didn't think about the placement of the handbook, did you? We didn't go, we just simply said, was like, oh yeah, it's still there. But you didn't think about how it was placed.
If they're not the same building or two different buildings, then what are they?
No idea, huh?
This mystery ties into the secret of the funhouse. But we don't have enough clues to solve that mystery. Then, the only thing we can do is rely on the one person who has those clues. Unfortunate.
Nagato. I thought it would come to this. I knew my turn was coming up.
I mean, you're an ultimate too, and you're part of the trial just like everyone else. Why wouldn't people depend on you?
Fine. I'll tell you guys a big hint that can help you solve the secret of the funhouse.
Give us the answer, not a friggin' hint.
But then it wouldn't mean anything. I need you guys to do this class trial properly.
Well, you're the one not really doing it properly. You're part of it too. You're an ultimate.
It's also important for me because it will help me determine something.
Determine? Is he talking about the traitor? If so, why did Nagato say that all of a sudden? Did something happen to him?
But how do we know your hint is any good? It's suspicious that you're the only one who knows it.
Well, he's not the only one.
I have a good reason for that. The reason I'm the only one who knows it is because I was the only one who performed the appropriate action.
He performed the appropriate action? The action that only Nagato did. I seem to recall hearing about it during the investigation, too.
I see.
You're talking about the final dead room, right? You cleared the life-threatening game there and found something, didn't you?
He sure did.
That's right. The hint is what I saw after I cleared it. In
The
the
window.
depths of the final dead room, there was a hidden room surrounded by concrete. And there, a small conspicuous window waited, all by itself. From that window, I saw some very strange scenery.
Strange scenery?
Instead of explaining it, it might be faster just to show you. At an opportune time, I found a perfect camera in the final dead room.
You took a picture?
Yep.
Nagato grinned creepily as he retrieved a small digital camera from his inner pocket.
See? This is it.
And as he said that, he showed us a peculiar picture.
Let me explain it to you again.
There's a hallway and a big round tower. That's the tower. That's surely Grape Tower and Strawberry Tower.
I took this picture on the first floor of Strawberry House, from the secret room within the final dead room.
Why are you still above the trees?
But don't you think it's weird? If the funhouse's structure is what you guys have been thinking, then there's lots of things that don't make sense in this picture, right?
Right. Lots of things that shouldn't make sense in this picture.
Then let's begin. Shall I call it thinking time?
Don't be creepy. What doesn't make sense in this picture? I mean, is it the trees? The fact that we're above the trees? We have just the tower and nothing over here? I mean, he said lots of things.
Here!
You said this photo was taken from the hidden room inside the final dead room, right? If that's the case, then that means it should have been taken from the first floor of Strawberry House.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it should have been.
Then this is definitely strange. This photo doesn't look like it was taken from the first floor. The angles suggest it was taken from higher up.
Yeah.
I see. And is that it?
Nagato said there's lots of things that don't make sense in this photo. Which means there are other contradictions contained in it. What doesn't make sense in this picture? Do I want to click over here or just the tower itself? It's the tower, right? There's only one tower in the picture. And that's what we've been thinking all along. Which means it's not unnatural at all, don't you agree?
Crap!
That's not what I meant by that. So what, you want me to click on the sky?
If the structure of the funhouse is what we thought it was, Grape House and Strawberry House should link to the tower in the middle.
It makes sense to click on the sky, but I still feel like you click on the tower, like, okay, there's the tower. It's just the tower by itself with one hallway. Like, you would still make the comments by clicking on the tower, but whatever. Sure, yeah, click on the sky. It still makes sense. I just still think clicking on the tower would still lead to those comments.
Which means, if you're viewing the tower from Strawberry House, you should see Grape House behind it. But in this photo, I don't see anything behind the tower. No shadow, no shape, no Grape House at all.
That's right. Good call. In summary, this is the truth contained in this photo. The first floor of Strawberry House is located in a high area, and Grape House is not behind the tower.
It's not? Are you saying that Grape House is merely an illusion spell cast by Monokuma's cursed eye?
From this point on, do your own thinking. Now that you've finally met the same requirements as me, if you guys are truly symbols of hope, you can easily solve a simple mystery like this.
I mean, at least that part is true. We are supposed to all be here as symbols of hope for the world that is in ruins. So at least that part is true. But again, like I said before, like, one person was the ultimate cook. Another person is the ultimate nurse. She's the ultimate princess. Like, come on.
It might be possible for Hajime to solve it too, even though he's just a normal high school student.
You need to let that go.
Despite the fact that you don't have a real talent, you already know about the other clue.
Didn't you already say yours isn't even a talent? So technically you don't have one either then. The other clue? Is he talking about that one time? Why, hello there, Hajime. Nagato? Why are you here? Because I showed up. You showed up? How did you even come here? Maybe I teleported.
You're referring to when you suddenly appeared on the second floor of Grape House, right?
I'm asking you just to be safe. At the time, where do you think I came from?
The top floor, right?
Such sharp eyes. So you realized it already.
Top floor. So the third floor?
But the Monokuma archive should be the only room on the third floor of Grape House.
What does it mean?
Was that thing just now another hint of figuring out the mystery behind the funhouse's structure? The reason Nagato appeared from the third floor. Using the photo he took, I might be able to find the answer if I just think about it. Alright, let's do this. Oh god. Yeah, I just don't care about these minigames, man. Like, just give me the question. Is it space? Okay. Almost forgot what the controls were. Oh no, avoid that. Just give me the question and let me try to answer it. Give me the question and the answers. Oh god, the answer selections. These minigames are just unnecessary. Okay. I'm trying to talk and it's screwing me over. The Strawberry House and Grape House both exist. They were in them. Are we talking about like whether it's an actual like full-on Strawberry House by itself and Grape House? Okay, yes. See, just give me the question and the choices. Don't make me do this minigame. I just don't care about this minigame. Okay, it's actually harder than it used to be. Because these things are appearing right before I get to them. Well, Strawberry House and Grape House, the same building or two different buildings? I mean, they're the same building. But they're like the same building. How are Strawberry House and Grape House positioned with each other? Vertically.
It's all coming together. Got it. I know the secret of the funhouse.
Then let me hear it. What kind of answer will you give, I wonder?
In the picture Nagito took from Strawberry House, I didn't see Grape House at all. So where did Grape House go? There was only one possibility. It was in a position where it couldn't be seen from Strawberry House. Which means Strawberry House and Grape House are in the same building, but on different floors.
Same building, different floors?
So they... Wait. Did Monokuma ever say how the elevator was moving? The direction of it? He did, didn't he? And he said it wasn't going up and down. I think I remember him saying that. So did he lie?
Then the two houses aren't two different three-story buildings. They're actually one 6-story building?
If you think about it like that, based on Nagito's picture, it's clear where Strawberry House is located.
Where Strawberry House is located. That should be clear if I look at the photo he took. Well, the floor is above.
I see.
On top of Grape House. That's where Strawberry House is located. Because of that, the photo taken from the first floor of Strawberry House was at a high angle. Altogether, this means the first floor of Strawberry House is also the 4th floor above Grape House.
Oh, snap. I never expected that the two houses were connected vertically.
Why is she now just throwing out this slang?
But what about the shape of the building? The two houses were completely different shapes.
True, but so what?
Strawberry House is 4-sided, and Grape House is 6-sided, right?
Uh-huh.
It never occurred to us that they were the same building because it was structured with two different shapes. A quadrilateral and a hexagon, overlaid atop each other to misdirect how we would perceive them. And it worked, didn't it?
Yep.
Disregarding the tower, we fully believed the two houses were two separate, distinct buildings.
In order to conceal the unique design of the funhouse, Monokuma put us to sleep so we couldn't look at the outside of the building when he brought us to it.
You've just been Kuma'd!
Okay.
Don't you think a building full of so many surprises totally deserves to be called a fun house?
I suppose.
Then it's true? The building was really like that?
Yeah.
That's right! Those two houses exist on different floors in the same building!
Constructing a building like that on your own without my knowledge? How horrible!
Then what about the towers? Are they arranged vertically just like the houses?
Yeah, Strawberry Tower and Grape Tower should have also been different floors inside the same building. Just like Strawberry House was on top of Grape House, Strawberry Tower was also on top of Grape Tower.
However, if they're different floors within the same building, why was Nekomaru's body in both places?
Aw, your precious hammies don't know? But it's so simple.
Go on, Soda.
Alrighty then. I'll be the one who solves this mystery in a flash. Please watch me, Miss Sonia.
Oh, we're all watching.
Oh, I see. Do whatever you like.
See, now this is what could make him decide to screw it and kill somebody next chapter.
Oh, definitely make her watch me. I'm gonna stand out till she notices me.
Well, good luck. You could just start acting like Gundam. So you want the chain.
I'm
Maybe.
gonna solve this mystery in a flash.
Okay.
And hurry up, dumbass.
One of the bodies in one of the towers was actually a dummy.
Okay.
You mean a fake body?
Nekomaru died with a mechanical body. It should be possible to construct a dummy from spare parts.
You're magnificent, Gundam!
Then why the
No
chain?
fair, you totally stole my spotlight.
So which one was the fake body?
Shut up, just pick one of them.
A dummy of Nekomaru's body existed? Does that mean the killer prepared it in advance? But is something like that even possible? I mean, the disassembled body parts didn't look like they moved at all.
I'm gonna solve this mystery in a flash. And hurry up,
We're not
dumbass.
reusing that strange feeling, are we?
One of the bodies in one of the towers.
Hang on. So our options are the Monokuma File 4, which is just talking about all this. Escape. The other option is the chain, which I was thinking maybe we would talk about, but because what would be the point of the chain then? The other one was the strange feeling. I guess it's... Are we using this one again? Have we done that before? Because this one mentions more than just his body. Like, the pillar, the oil stains, everything. Like...
Was actually a dummy.
You mean a fake body?
Nekomaru died with a mechanical body.
So the first
It
part?
should be possible to construct a dummy from spare parts.
You're magnificent, Gundam!
No, he's not.
No fair, you totally stole my spotlight.
So which one was the fake body?
Shut up, just pick one of them.
So do I want to pick on the first thing he said? Yeah, they didn't move at all, so
I'm
strange
gonna solve
feeling.
this mystery in a flash. And hurry up, dumbass.
One of the bodies in one of the towers was actually a dummy.
What, this? Okay, yeah.
No, that's wrong.
Because there was more
Nekomaru's
than just his body.
wasn't a dummy. That can be proven by Kazuichi's account.
True, you literally inspected it, dummy.
Me?
Remember? When we moved from Grape Tower to Strawberry Tower, we thought the body had moved. And that's when you said...
And not just that. The parts that I carefully arranged when I disassembled the body all moved too.
Right up until that moment, you were disassembling Nekomaru's body at Grape Tower, right?
Yep.
The killer couldn't have known how you'd take apart his body, so they couldn't have built a dummy.
Unless Kazuichi was the one who built the dummy, then it would be a different story.
Ooh, that's an arrow to his heart.
Miss Sonia, that's a pretty harsh joke.
She's not joking.
You are joking, right?
Does she look like she's joking?
It's alright. Kazuichi is not the killer. If he was, he wouldn't have fixed the elevator or the button in Strawberry Hall. It'd be much more convenient for the killer if it stayed broken. I see. That is disappointing.
Oh, there's another arrow.
I'm even more disappointed.
However, even if Nekomaru's body wasn't a dummy, it's meaningless if we don't have the important answer.
The reason Nekomaru's body was in both towers even though it was supposed to be on different floors.
Maybe it was simply moved?
The body moved to a different floor?
You can't think of a device like that? A device that moves things to different floors in the same building?
Like an elevator. I mean, we literally use such a thing. The elevator we use is like a big-ass room itself.
Remember when we entered the funhouse from one side? How we couldn't enter it from the other? That device is just like that. If you enter it from a specific place, you can't enter it from the other.
A device that transports things to different floors in the same building. And just like the tower, if you enter it from a specific place, you can't enter it from the other. I feel like I've seen that before. Alright, let's do this. Are we spelling the word elevator? Yes. It's right click, right? Just right mouse, left mouse, yeah. Oh, I didn't mean to left click. I meant to right click. I'm just gonna get these out of the way. I'm not interested in trying to save it. Elevator. There we go. It'll take longer to get this done, but I don't... This is the minigame I hate the most. No, I didn't mean to left... I keep left clicking. Okay, see, I hate this one the most. Oh no, I keep left clicking. Right click, stop doing that. Elevator, this is what I need. I need a T. No, I hate this game. I hate this one. No, I right clicked. I need that. No, my... Oh. Okay, thank you. No, I hate that minigame the most. I just don't care for that one. I have no interest in that minigame. And I hate that you have to do it in order. So if I don't know the word that it wants me to say, I have to waste lives trying to figure out what the first letter even is until I finally figure out what the word is. I'd rather it actually be Hangman, where you just have to find whatever letter in the word, not in order. No, I hate that minigame. I just don't like that minigame.
What? Are you saying Nekomaru's body was transported using an elevator?
Where the hell is this elevator anyway?
It's the tower itself. The inside of the tower is one big elevator. Which means the tower was designed so that the whole room goes up and down like an elevator.
Yep.
So whether you enter from Strawberry Hall or Grape Hall, it all leads to the same room, right?
So that's why we could only enter it from one side or the other.
Now that you mention it, sometimes when I pressed the door button, it took a while for it to open.
Yep. Just waiting for it to come back to our floor.
I see. We were basically waiting for the room to arrive, just like an elevator.
Please hold on. If the inside of the whole tower ascends and descends like an elevator, then why is there a picture of a strawberry on the far back door when you enter from Grape Tower?
As a trick. That's the funhouse.
And a picture of a grape on the far back door when you enter from Strawberry Tower.
If the room just moves up and down like an elevator, there's no reason for the doors to change.
What do you mean there's no reason? If you're on the grape floor, and the grape door leads to the grape hall, to the grape building, and then you go up, having a grape door that leads to the strawberry house would make no sense. So clearly, it's not the same door. If you think about an actual elevator, the outside doors aren't the same doors. When you go up and down the floors, the outside doors are different doors.
Plus, after the incident, the far back door in Grape Tower had chains wrapped around it, right?
They did.
But when we entered Strawberry Tower, those chains were gone.
Not just that, but if I remember correctly, even the doorknob was broken off.
Yeah.
There are too many strange things. Was that tower really an elevator?
When you see people and things, make sure you focus on the good parts instead of the bad.
What did you say?
So, let's put aside what's changed and focus our attention on what hasn't.
Why do we have to do that?
It's fine. Come on. What does everything that hasn't changed have in common?
The things that didn't change when we moved between the two towers. That includes the body, the pillar, and the oil. We've been talking about that stuff for a while now. There shouldn't be anything strange about them. Not even the fact that they all moved with the elevator. The one thing these all have in common, they were all on the floor.
I see! Is it safe to say that all the items on the floor didn't change?
And?
And all the things not on the floor did.
Why did the picture on the far back door change? If you can figure that out, you'll have the answer.
Because it's the wall. We're not seeing the same wall.
The reason is because that elevator has something unique about it.
There's something unique about that elevator? The doors change, but everything... Oh, I guess these are the inside doors. Oh, no, that's what I meant. Only the floor moves. You started to gaslight me almost. Only the floor moves.
I see!
So yeah, the doors are the wall. The wall changes because
moved.
the floor moves.
Only the floor moved?
Which means the whole room wasn't an elevator, only the floor was. That's why we saw different doors in each tower. Which means on the first floor of Grape Tower, the door on the far back wall had a strawberry design. And on the fourth floor, which was Strawberry Tower, a different door on the far back wall had a grape design.
Then, where do the different floors lead?
I want to say they lead outside, but they're probably just for show.
I mean, just think about the maps. The maps don't show them going anywhere on the outside. The maps are accurate.
Just for show? Why was something like that necessary?
What do you mean? The funhouse.
So we'd falsely believe that the doors were connected to where their picture signified. It was actually very effective. Because of that, we totally misunderstood the building's structure.
I don't get it. But I guess it means whoever designed this building had a totally twisted personality.
Yeah, no kidding.
Did you hear that, Monami?
Don't blame this on me. Take responsibility for yourself.
Then I'll take responsibility and gently caress you.
What? What? You did not just swoon at that.
Like, there's no way that's gonna happen. Stop with the tasteless jokes.
By the way, what does the chain on the far back door in Grape Tower mean?
It was probably wrapped there by the killer to keep us as far from Strawberry Tower as possible.
Why?
Because of that chain. You guys thought you couldn't enter there, right?
Yep. Like you said, I could probably use these parts to repair that button, but... Seriously, hold on. Even if you do repair the button, what's gonna happen to the chain on the other side of the door? Chain? The door that leads to Strawberry Hall has a chain wrapped around the doorknob. Even if you fix the button on the Strawberry Hall side, the door won't open as long as that chain is there. You don't need to worry about that at all. Huh?
The killer destroyed the Strawberry Hall button, so we'd stay away from Strawberry
But on the
Tower.
off chance that someone fixed it in time,
Everything was done to tamper with the evidence, so we wouldn't find out about the secret of the funhouse. The appearance of a body in the tower would contradict what we thought we knew about the building. In that situation, if we'd gone to Strawberry Tower, we'd have seen that contradiction firsthand. And using that as a clue, we might have discovered the truth. The truth that the two houses and the two towers are actually one complete vertical building.
which is what has happened, basically.
The killer wanted to keep us from learning that. That's why they made us stay away from Strawberry Tower.
They destroyed the button and wrapped a chain around the door just for that?
Yep.
Would it really have inconvenienced the killer if we learned the true structure of the building?
Yes, it would.
It would have been a major inconvenience. After all, this funhouse is strongly connected to the ultimate weapon that killed Nekomaru.
Hold on. You're progressing much too quickly. There's still a contradiction concerning the building structure.
Oh, is there, Gundam?
What a pain. It's fine already.
Gundam, please proceed.
That's poor Soda.
You said earlier that Strawberry House and Grape House are connected vertically, right?
Yes.
If so, how does the contact elevator supposedly transport us from one house to the other?
I see. Now that you mention it, I completely forgot about that matter.
If that elevator moves vertically, then when your back is facing the elevator, both towers should be on the same side. But does this reflect reality? Inside Grape House, Grape Hall is on your right when your back is to the elevator. And inside Strawberry House, Strawberry Hall is on your left when your back is to the elevator.
It rotates 180 degrees.
Which means the house
Or at least something is rotating 180 degrees. The compass.
Answer me, fiend! What does this mean?
What does this mean?
I agree. What does this mean? If the two houses are connected vertically, the position of that tower should be the same in both houses. But in fact, when my back was facing the elevator in Grape House, the tower was on my right. And when my back was facing the elevator in Strawberry House, the tower was on my left. How can I break through that this contradiction? He said it was able to move horizontally, didn't he? I swear I remember Monokuma saying it moves horizontally. Does that mean it not only... Does it move around the building, as well as going up and down? Actually, the other issue is that, if the Strawberry House is 4-sided, sitting on top of the 6-sided, the elevator wouldn't be able to go straight up and down from the outside. So it's inside the two. This one? Hang on. So we're using... Contact elevator. Contact elevator used to move between both houses was broken, no longer worked. Currently broken at the grape side, so... Okay. We're using that one. We're using this one. It was supposed to be at Strawberry House, but he appeared at Grape House via some unknown method. The should have been broken. What else are we using? The strange feeling.
The elevator
Oh.
should move.
I know.
Vertically, not horizontally.
However, at both houses, if the contact elevator is behind you, the towers are in opposite directions.
Which
So this
means
one.
your reasoning.
It's clearly contradictory.
What's with this iron curtain of teamwork?
Don't worry, Soda. I'll use your testimony. So Gundam and Sonya have matching arguments. It sounds like it makes sense, but there's a flaw in their argument. Someone's account should definitely confirm that, yeah?
If the two houses are connected vertically,
The elevator should move.
vertically, not horizontally.
However, at both houses, if the contact elevator is behind you, the towers are in opposite directions.
No, not that one. So the first one? The vertically?
Damn it!
If the two houses are connected vertically,
The elevator should move.
Vertically.
vertically, not horizontally.
No, that's wrong.
So it was the first one. So it was about what Monokuma said before, wasn't it?
The elevator wasn't just moving vertically.
It wasn't just moving vertically.
Isn't that right, Kazuichi?
Me?
Come on. You used the elevator while you were holding that compass Nagito gave you.
Oh, that. Yeah, it was pretty strange.
Is that... Oh, did Monokuma do word games about... Did he just not say that it couldn't move vertically, but that it was able to move horizontally? So it does both.
From start to finish, somehow the compass needle rotated 180 degrees.
Rotated 180 degrees? Meaning, as the elevator moved between the two houses, it also rotated 180 degrees. It was probably following the building's perimeter as it rotated to the other side.
Okay, so it does both. Oh, I don't know if I said that out loud. I meant to say that out loud, if I didn't. Earlier I don't know if I don't remember if I said it. I wanted to say maybe... Well, I did say maybe it moves around the buildings, right? I think I forgot to say about what it moves around the buildings, vertically and horizontally. I think I only said that it moves around the buildings, maybe.
Which means the exit would be on the opposite side once you arrived at the other house, right?
Yeah. So I was thinking the strawberry house was more centered, but I see. So it is all the way at the edge. So the elevator is on the outside. That makes sense then. I said maybe the elevator was more inside between the two, and the insides are like, well... But if it's not centered and is all the way to the edge like that, then that makes sense.
And thanks to that, the tower we saw on our right side when we arrived at Grape House appeared on our left side when we were at Strawberry House.
An elevator that rotates while it moves. Is that even possible? It's like something from an amusement park.
Yeah, no kidding.
Well, a funhouse is an amusement park attraction, you know. And since the building doesn't really need to be structurally practical, it makes for some splendid fun.
Yeah, he's willing to risk all our lives.
That's not splendid at all. You're inhuman.
You say I'm inhuman, but I'm just a bear. So I was never human to begin with.
Aside from the person controlling the bear.
I'm different from these lowly humans.
So we're done with the secret of the funhouse, right? Then let's start talking about the important stuff. What's the ultimate weapon that killed Nekomaru? And how'd they combine it with the pillar?
Huh? You still don't know what the ultimate weapon is yet? It's what I found at the Octagon, you know.
What is the Octagon? I haven't heard about that yet.
Oh my... I can't believe I have to explain that now. As long as you know what an Octagon means, you can solve this simple mystery easily.
Okay, Nagato. Why is he such a genius while being so low self-esteem? He thinks he's worthless and doesn't compare to the true ultimates. Meanwhile, he's a genius. what an octagon means, huh? That reminds me. An octopus has 8 legs. I wonder if that means anything. I mean, it means...
I see. If I recall, an octagon is a shape with 8 sides, right?
Yes.
I didn't expect you to know that. For a substitute reserve course student, you're quite knowledgeable.
Bruh. Anyone, like, kids should know that.
I guess I should continue listening. Where is the place befitting of the name Octagon?
Wouldn't it be in between the two? The place befitting of the name Octagon. Grape House is 6-sided, and Strawberry House is 4-sided. Neither of them are 8-sided. But when you combine those places, a certain place would become 8-sided. Wait, what? When you combine the two? Ooh. I can't move around, right? No, that's not...
Crap!
What? I actually don't know this. Oh, wait.
Crap!
How do I... What are you clicking? Oh.
Crap!
No, I don't know what you want me to click on. Oh, no, I didn't mean to do that.
Crap!
The octagon. He was up here, and he's getting into an octagon. It was from the first floor. Huh?
Here!
The hallway?
You're talking about the secret room surrounded by concrete in the depths of the final dead room.
Why is that place the Octagon?
You know how the 4-sided Strawberry House is on top of the 6-sided Grape House?
Yes.
If you cut a 4-sided shape out of a 6-sided one, you get 8 edges. It becomes an 8-sided shape.
Oh.
That's basically the gist of it. The true identity of the Octagon
So to click
is
the
that
hallway.
secret room in the depths
I just
of
didn't know where
the
to
final
click.
dead room. In actuality, that place contained various weapons.
Then the ultimate weapon was there too?
That's a little different. I learned the true identity of the ultimate weapon at the Octagon.
Learn?
The true identity of the ultimate weapon is the Funhouse. Which means the killer used the building structure as their weapon and killed Nekomaru.
Okay. I'm pretty sure I said that out loud. Yeah, the building. The secret of the building.
Like me, the killer probably realized the secret of the Funhouse from the scenery.
Because I'm assuming the wire was tied to the doorknob on the grape floor. So while the elevator went up,
And then thought of a way to kill making use of the building structure.
The funhouse itself is the weapon. So they killed using the building structure?
yeah.
That's why the killer tried to keep us from learning the mystery of the building. But more importantly, using the building itself as a weapon? Such a spectacular crime.
See, you're on the verge of being a serial killer.
It truly deserves to be called the ultimate weapon.
The funhouse is the true identity of the ultimate weapon? What does this mean? How did the killer use that to murder Nekomaru? And who was the killer who did that? Suspend.
Why, hello there. I thought of a new bad word to call Monami.
can already tell I won't be pleased by this.
Let me say it right away.
I'm already used to insults and slander. There's no way I'll get hurt by a mere word.
Monokuma is a serious Staffatly.
That's much more straightforward than I expected. Staffatly, huh?
That's not it. That's not it at all. Stupid, fat, and ugly. A perfect jet stream attack incorporating all three of these would be... Ta-da! Staffatly.
Wha-ha-ha? There's a fat hidden in there?
Okay, everyone, all together now. Monokuma is a serious Stuffatly.
So I said it right the first time, but then I was like, maybe it's Stuffatly. 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 Because then I was like, technically they're stuffed bear, so maybe it's actually saying stuff. Well, no, a bear and a rabbit. She said rabbit.
Hello. I hope your day is well.
Of course you do.
I'm trying to force myself to be more energetic, or else my mental state won't be able to keep up.
Mm-hmm.
My heart's thumping like crazy. I might as well have a laid-back, so what attitude and go ahead with high energy.
Go ahead and do that.
Yeehaw! But be careful that your batteries don't run out for various reasons. And just like I say each time, don't forget to save frequently.
I try to. My problem is that I don't realize I didn't actually overwrite my last save. Because the default is on no, so I keep not realizing that I said no to overwriting it. So I keep having to repeat stuff before stream, an entire trial or chapter. Moving on.
I never expected the funhouse itself to be the ultimate weapon. Oh well, let's just press on ahead.
Okay. Well, she's super nonchalant.
Is it really alright to accept a situation so easily?
Yeah, sure. She goes with the flow. She's a gamer.
I mean, that's not what's important. The thing that's really important is the killer who used the building structure. Like, who's Mekumaru's murderer?
I'm thinking Gundam. There's only a few people that I could even see doing the Russian roulette.
But is it really okay to believe the building is the weapon? Nagito said it, you know.
There's no way I'd lie at such an important moment. I don't want to die either.
What happened to the bastard who kept saying how much they didn't mind dying?
Oh, that bastard's gone.
He's right. There was a time when I thought I could become a stepping stone for your hopes,
But none of them are worthy now?
I will sincerely retract that remark.
So you put yourself at the bottom, only above people like me, the normies. You call yourself worthless trash, but apparently you're still above the normies, apparently. But now even these guys are below you.
Retract?
I'm disappointed too, you know. If this was a murder for the sake of hope, I'd happily sacrifice myself.
Mm-hmm.
You say such falsehoods, per usual. There is no such thing as murder for the sake of hope. Murder is simply murder.
An actually sensible thing he said.
Forcibly sacrificing others for one's own desires. Even one as diabolical as I would avoid such actions.
Would you? Although I guess I will say there's maybe one exception to his statement. If you're dealing with a serial killer who's going around killing people, killing them would be kind of for hope, but it is still murder.
I see.
It's fine. Let's just leave him alone and find out who killed Coach Nekomaru as fast as we can. Just so you know, it's not like I'm getting hungry or anything. You know?
You're very much getting hungry.
Akane, you're drooling waterfalls?
Nagato. As usual, I can't tell what he's thinking. I have no idea if he's serious or not. I don't know why I pronounce it that way. Nagato.
Anyway, if the killer used the building's structure, why don't we think about how they used it?
How they killed Nekomaru.
It might be better if we clarify the cause of death first, don't you think?
Nekomaru's cause of death, huh? He was horribly damaged, as if he was beaten senseless with a blunt object. But if he was beaten with a blunt object, it wouldn't be a kill that utilized the building structure. So, what was Nekomaru's cause of death that also utilized the building structure? Crushed by the elevator? Falling. Oh, wait. Falling? Crushed by the elevator. It would have to go all the way to the top, wouldn't it? Beaten with a blunt, so...
I see.
No.
I think he
Oh.
might have died from falling.
That little delay made me think I picked the wrong one.
Died from falling?
If the funhouse's secret is that it's a structure where both towers and houses are vertically connected, then the killer made use of its height and caused Nekomaru to die from falling.
Are you saying they pushed him off? Where'd they push him off from?
That I don't know yet.
Don't just make things up when you don't know the method. Where in that building would you even be able to push someone off in the first place?
It might be possible in the tower.
Yeah.
You could push him off the 4th floor when the elevator is on the 1st floor.
Did you forget how the elevator functions? When it's on the 1st floor, the door on the 4th floor won't open.
Saying he died from falling is truly incorrect. You should burn in the flames of hell.
Which is why he had to be tied up to something that would break to make him fall? As the elevator goes to the 1st floor? So that he's dangling in the air?
But my gut is going crazy right now.
If Nekomaru died from falling, where did the killer shove Nekomaru from? If I'm gonna reach the truth behind this incident, I need to solve that mystery next. Good night. Wait. The broken doorknob?
When the elevator is on the 1st floor, you can't go through the door on the 4th floor.
It'd be impossible to shove off the victim from up there.
Then, how about this? After locking Nekomaru inside the elevator, they moved the elevator from the 4th floor to the 1st floor and made use of the drop.
Hold on. Did you forget the elevator has a sensor?
He was off.
As long as there's a moving object inside, the other door won't open. Which means the elevator wouldn't have moved either.
That must be the threshold of that elevator.
A difference in elevation is required to make the victim die from falling. In order to create that difference, according to Chiaki, Nekomaru was locked inside the tower and moved from the 4th floor to the 1st floor. That wouldn't have worked on any of us, but in Nekomaru's case, that would have been possible, because he was off. Which one implies that he's off? The alarm clock?
When the elevator is on the 1st floor,
Oh, the goodnight button.
you can't go through the door on the 4th floor.
It'd be impossible to shove off the victim from up there.
Then, how about this? After locking Nekomaru inside the elevator, they moved the elevator from the 4th floor to the 1st floor and made use of the drop.
Hold on. Did you forget the elevator
This one.
has a sensor?
Right here.
As long as there's a moving object in...
Objection!
No, that's wrong.
That sensor should only work if something is moving. If Nekomaru wasn't moving inside, the elevator sensor wouldn't have detected anything.
Could it be his sleep mode?
When Nekomaru's goodnight button is pressed, all of his functions shut down, and he enters sleep.
Yep.
If he's in sleep mode, the elevator sensor wouldn't have noticed it, right?
Correct. Ever since that was introduced, and then we have, like, especially after the... Like, when that was introduced and whatnot, it was pretty obvious he's going to die next. And then when the tower talks about how one door can't open until the other one, it was pretty clear to me that Nekomaru's going to die next, and it's going to be in the tower. I didn't know the secret of the tower quite yet and whatnot. I don't think I ever thought of it as an elevator or anything. Yeah, I think I thought of the rest of the buildings moving or something. But yeah, I definitely saw this as like, as him being the next victim in that tower. The game made that honestly pretty obvious, introducing these elements.
I see. So that's how...
However, even if they moved the elevator in that manner, Nekomaru would have just moved along with it.
Unless he was tied to something that wouldn't move.
There would have been no drop for him to fall and die from. Yes?
Yes?
That's what I was about to explain before Kazuichi interrupted me.
The doorknob is on the 4th floor. The grape door.
Silence, pest.
Now you're calling me a pest?
A way to create the drop inside the elevator, while Nekomaru is still in it. Chiaki seems to have an idea, but what way could that be? The doorknob. Wire, good night, oil, so wire. Wire and the doorknob.
If you arrange it a certain way, you can cause the drop within the elevator.
So you're telling us all to think about the arrangement, right?
That arrangement is... The hammer is suspicious.
No.
Isn't it about time we went over the pillar again?
No.
What about the oil on the floor?
No. Am I absorbing?
On the floor, it seems
The doorknob.
suspicious. How about we all shut up
Oh, I
and
didn't get
listen
it.
to what Chiaki has to say?
Silence, pest.
And my left hand is completely off the keyboard, so I couldn't press space.
What if I start to enjoy it?
What? What? I'm sorry, what? A way to create a difference in elevation. Well, Nekomaru is still inside the elevator. If I combine that with the fact that... Oh, no, I just have to agree with it. I don't have to absorb with it. Wire on the... But I still like to go through the whole conversation first, but... Wire on the doorknob. That's right. By hanging it from there, the killer was able to dangle Nekomaru in the air upside down.
If you arrange it a certain way, you can cause the drop within the...
The speed up... Or no, wrong one. The speed up is... Control.
So you're telling us all to think about the arrangement.
That arrangement... The hammer is suspicious.
Isn't it about time we went...
What about the oil on the floor?
The doorknob on the floor seems suspicious.
I agree.
I agree with that.
It's been a while since we absorbed something, so I was immediately thinking absorb.
Didn't the
But
doorknob
actually,
have
you can't
skid
absorb
marks
the
on
blue
it?
ones, if I remember. I just remember that.
That might have been where it got scraped by the wire.
Is that the same wire that was tied around Nekomaru?
Yes.
The tip of that wire was tied into a loop. If the elevator moved while that loop part hung from the doorknob...
If they did something like that, he would have been suspended in midair. That's right. He was suspended in midair.
So the pillar wasn't tied up. I thought maybe the pillar was tied, and that's why it tipped over. So I got that wrong. It wasn't that the pillar fell on him or was tied or anything. He was tied until he eventually dropped and fell onto the pillar. And that's why he's on top of the debris.
The killer tied up Nekomaru with the wire while he was in sleep mode. Tied the tip of the wire into a knot and hung it on the doorknob to the 4th floor.
I was thinking that maybe the tower moved somehow, and using that movement, tying the wire around the pillar, that's how they were able to tip the pillar to use that strength, but I see.
With that, they moved the elevator from the 4th floor to the 1st floor of Great Tower. And suspended Nekomaru in midair.
That's right! He was so well hung!
Okay.
Kinda like...
Not like you.
You better not finish that sentence.
The killer took advantage of the elevator's unique feature, only the floor moves. By doing that, they created a drop so Nekomaru could fall to his death.
Too easy.
Oh, come on. Okay, getting the controller.
So what if they created a drop? There's no way you can make him fall and die with just that.
Sure.
Why? If Nekomaru is suspended in midair like that, then how do you get him to fall?
You need the doorknob to break.
Because if he's suspended in midair, he won't die if he doesn't actually fall.
Come on, use your brain, Soda. I guess we're using the... Well, he fell on the... Wait, what are you saying? You're saying he won't fall, so we're saying the clock's alarm timer?
Even if they suspended Nekomaru from a wire,
Oh,
how would they make him fall? There's no one in the tower to push him. There's no way they could do that.
what? I'm...
I can't back down.
Oh, I have a limit to how many... Wait, what? Okay, I'm using the controller, and it was showing me the mouse control, so I guess I was pressing the wrong button. I was pressing A.
Even if they suspended Nekomaru from a wire, how would they make him fall? There's no one in the tower to push. There's no way they could do that.
It won't let me cut anymore.
Even if they suspended Nekomaru from a wire, how would they make him fall? There's no one in the tower to push. There's no way they could do that.
I can't back down.
Okay. Apparently I'm just no good at clicking things quickly.
Even if they suspended Nekomaru from a wire, how would they make him fall? There's no one in the tower to push him off. There's no way they could do that.
It doesn't mean someone had to push him off. It's possible that he fell on his own.
What? Nekomaru should have still been. If he was
Oh.
sleeping, there's no way he could
No,
do that to
no,
himself.
wait. That was the word I wanted.
There's
I see
in
it.
that case. You still won't be able to explain that moving the elevator with Nekomaru is
So he woke up.
impossible. End of story.
And he started to move. Hold on. Thanks to Kazuichi, I think I figured out how the killer dropped Nekomaru. Yeah, thank you, Soda. Yeah, I got that too. Alright, if I use that evidence, I should be able to break through Kazuichi's remarks too.
What? Nekomaru should have still been sleeping.
I did it
There's no way
again.
he could do that to himself.
It comes so fast.
In that case, you still won't be able to explain that moving the elevator with Nekomaru is just impossible.
It's the second thing.
End
So
of
cut the
story.
first one, and then sword the second one.
What? Nekomaru should have still
Got
been
it.
asleep.
Allow me to cut through those words.
What do you think would happen if Nekomaru woke up while he was suspended upside down in midair?
What are you saying? Like, how would he even wake up?
What do you mean, how?
He has an alarm inside his body. As long as it was armed, it would have deactivated his sleep.
See, now this is the part where we're gonna get to talking about how his alarm goes off at 7:30, but it was 5:30.
Which means the killer set the alarm before they suspended Nekomaru.
You woke up from an alarm and realized you were hanging upside down and had no clue why.
You would struggle. You would flail.
If something like that happened to you, you would start panicking a lot, right? Instinctively, your body would start moving. Nekomaru probably did exactly that.
Honestly, struggling around, it should just practically slip off. As it slowly moves to the left, if it manages to move to the left. It could also just manage to stay to the right. I mean, if anything, he could have just hooked it right onto the actual knob base. He had just kept calm.
And then, in order to make him fall from the force he was generating, the wire was hung on the tip of the doorknob so it would easily slip off.
Well, that didn't look like the tip, but that would make sense.
In actuality, the scrape marks caused by the wire were near the tip of the doorknob, right?
Those are pretty centered, but sure.
But Nekomaru didn't fall because the wire came off, right?
Nope.
He fell because the entire doorknob came off.
Does that mean maybe he didn't panic and was trying to...
When Nekomaru awoke, he must have struggled much more than expected.
Oh, okay.
Which caused the doorknob to break off.
So somehow he managed to just struggle in a way that it didn't slip off, but it did break. So if he just hadn't... He could have gotten to that base and been safe.
Was that unexpected for the killer too?
Well, that's probably it. If they knew it'd leave behind evidence like that, they would have at least tried to do something to cover it up.
The killer didn't expect the doorknob to come off. The reason that even happened was because... Oh god. Alright, probably the last time I gotta use the voice that I gave him. In that case, I shall use my full power. Whoa! With a fierce roar, Nekomaru put all his power into grabbing the doorknob with both hands. Oh. So you're saying because he already weakened it? But... Clatter, 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 clatter. Not yet. Here it comes. The incredible strength of 1,000,000 horsepower. Gwa! Wait. Isn't it creaking? If you break off the doorknob, we'll be stuck in here. If that's really what it was, then that's the clue Nekomaru left for us to find.
I see. So that's how Nekomaru fell to his death.
Do you finally understand now?
Yeah. It appears it's just as Miss Sonia said. I'm just a pest. No, I'm not just a pest. I'm a total fucking pig.
Not a total pig. A little bit of a pig, though.
Isn't that right, Miss Sonia?
Oh, God.
If I'm
Oh,
a fucking pig,
God.
you can say so.
I'm scared.
No, I believe you gave your all.
Oh, now you're being supportive of him.
Hey, why aren't you teasing me anymore?
This guy, he gets off on this.
I think he just discovered that when she kept being, like, cold to him and praising Gundam.
So thanks to that alarm, Nekomaru ended up falling while he was still hanging upside down. That doesn't mean he just crashed straight into the floor. Of course, you know that too, right?
Right. It doesn't mean Nekomaru crashed straight into the floor, the pillar. The moment Nekomaru fell to the floor, the only thing I can think of that happened to him was...
I see.
He collided with the pillar.
When Nekomaru fell to the floor, he ended up colliding with the pillar. Isn't that it?
Yep.
Finally, the pillar!
Okay. Well, Akane's excited.
So that's how the pillar shattered, and why oil was spilled all over the place.
Yep.
See, I told you the pillar was the weapon. My gut was totally right.
If only he could have, like, tried to move his body around so that his head wasn't going towards the ground. Maybe he could have survived. As long as his head was okay.
Well, the pillar was a bonus. It's not even clear if the killer intended that, or if it was just a coincidence.
At this point, it is quite difficult to find a clue that will lead to the killer.
Then what about the alarm?
The 5:30 alarm, 7:30. You're about to bring that up now?
I'm positive the alarm was set for 7:30 a.m. And if we map it out from there...
Here it goes.
Hold on, baby gangsta.
Okay. Why are you now calling him that?
Stop calling me baby gangsta!
What'd you just say? Did you say the alarm was set for 7:30 a.m.?
Yeah?
You didn't check it yourself? Nekomaru's alarm was set for 7:30 a.m.
Nah, that's impossible. Because even though I slept in a little, I still got to the tower at 7 in the morning.
No, you did not. None of us did. That's why Monokuma slipped that we all were late. Every single one of us.
Now that you mention it, so did I.
You also did not.
There was no way I could be late for Monokuma Tai Chi, so I left for Grape Tower before 7 a.m.
Before 9 a.m.
And if we found Nekomaru's body there, it would have been before the 7:30 a.m. alarm went off.
It appears yet another contradiction has been birthed.
And your guys forgetting that time wasn't even put in the file, which means time clearly has an issue here.
How were you able to discover Nekomaru died at 7:30 a.m. when you went to the tower at 7?
Because it wasn't 7.
That's what I want to know.
Another mystery I don't understand. Seriously, it's just one after another. But I can't choke up at a time like this. Just a little more and I'll be able to reach the truth. There should definitely be a clue to breaking through this contradiction. Radio clock?
We headed for Great Tower. Before 7 a.m., I am certain.
No.
But the alarm inside Nekomaru's chest was set for 7:30 a.m.
Yeah.
Nekomaru died because of that alarm, right?
Yeah.
His time of death and the time the body was discovered. One of those must be an illusion.
Correct.
The killer probably did some tampering.
Correct.
They probably messed with the clock inside Nekomaru's chest.
False. So this one. I want no that one. The radio clock. The alarm that caused Nekomaru's death rang at 7:30 a.m. But we discovered his body before 7 a.m. Connie said that's because the killer messed with the clock inside Nekomaru's chest. It's wrong to shift the debate towards that side. I should point out what's wrong with that first.
We headed for Great Tower. Before 7 a.m., I am certain.
But the alarm inside Nekomaru's
Control.
chest was set for 7:30 a.m.
Nekomaru died because
His time of death and the time that one of those must be an illusion.
The killer probably did some tampering. They probably messed with the clock inside Nekomaru.
Objection.
No, that's wrong. No, the clock inside his chest was a radio clock, so it would have been impossible to mess with.
So you're saying there's no way the killer could have tampered with the clock?
Not his.
maybe the clock Miss Sonia saw was the one that got tampered with.
Correct.
The clock inside Grape House?
And Strawberry House.
No, I checked all the clocks inside the funhouse.
Yes, you did.
Oh, that's what I asked you to do. So you really listened to me and checked all the clocks.
And because of that, I can confidently declare that all the clocks had the same time displayed.
Mm-hmm. The clocks that can be manipulated.
If there's no possibility that the time was tampered with, then we must doubt that human's testimony.
That was not what was just implied.
Please believe me, we are not lying.
Then maybe it's a misunderstanding?
I never misunderstand. I'll crush you into dog food.
This time-related contradiction. I don't think I should doubt the testimonies. I should doubt the clock. There's no mistake that something was done, but what was it? What was it? We really have to think this through? Someone could easily just be like, wait, well, you can mess with those clocks. Perhaps we've overlooked something. Maybe we're misunderstanding something. Which clock was messed with? How was it messed with? And why didn't we realize it? Think. If I focus and think, I should be able to find the answer to that mystery. Are we seriously about to do that minigame? Alright. Yeah, okay. Okay, so apparently the pillars just appear right in front of me before I can see them. No pillars so far. Okay, never mind, no pillars. What did Hajime and the others misunderstand? The time in the building. Yellow, where's yellow? Right here? Forward? Right here. What clock was tampered with? The building's clocks. Red. No pillars this time? Okay, there they are. At least they're not just appearing. I did not like them just suddenly appearing. Question 3. Which house had the wrong time? Both houses. So forward.
It's all coming together. You said you checked all the clocks inside the building. Isn't that right, Fuyuhiko?
Yes.
Yeah, none of the clocks had the wrong time.
But what if all those clocks have been messed with?
What? All the clocks?
Yeah, obviously.
So even if you checked all the clocks inside the building, there's no way you'd have noticed it.
That would be the smart thing to do if that's the time you're messing with. Obviously.
I see. So the killer messed with the time inside the whole building by changing all the clocks.
Who wouldn't change all of them? Why would you only change one? That's foolish.
So that's what it was. There's no way I would have noticed that.
This is truly fantastic!
What are you happy about?
Now's not the time to be pleased. More importantly, how much was the time off?
Oh, you know, 2 hours. She's right. That's the main problem. How much was the time off after the killer messed with the clocks? If there's something that could be used as a standard for measuring time, that should be the clue. Alright, I need to find that. I'm gonna reach the truth in one go. Fuyuhiko. Fuyuhiko.
If the time in the building was all messed up, then we can only rely on Nekomaru's radio clock.
Correct.
The time of death. It's clearly 7:30 a.m.
Clearly.
The problem is, what time would 7:30 be in our time?
Are there any clues that can be used to narrow that down?
There is.
If
So am I
only
green?
heard the sound when you fell. It would have been a great clue.
Or his scream.
His scream.
He's not the type to let out a scream.
He's not.
Only Nekomaru's alarm was loud enough. We would have heard it too.
There's no point in saying that.
So the first one?
If does not exist in this world.
But, or by how much did the killer adjust the time inside the building? In order to make that clear, an event that has an exact time, and the time we can acknowledge that the event actually happened. I need to compare those two.
If the time in the building was all messed up, then we can only rely on Nekomaru's radio
Wait, did
clock.
we hear the clock?
Time of death.
What was the sound we heard?
7:30 a.m.
The problem is, what time would 7:30 be in our time?
Well, we couldn't have heard. The
Are
5:30
there any clues that can be used
went off.
to narrow that down? If only I heard the sound when he fell.
No, he fell at 5.
It would have been a great clue.
Or his
Oh wait, I
scream.
think that's what I wanted though.
He's not the type to let out a scream.
Yeah, when he fell is what I
Only
wanted.
Nekomaru's alarm was loud
I already
enough.
passed it.
We would have heard it too.
There's no point in if does not exist in this world.
If the time in the building was, then we can only rely. The time of was clearly 7:30.
I want when he fell.
In our time.
Are there any clues that can be used to narrow that? If only I heard the sound when he fell.
No? Okay, so his alarm then.
Damn it!
If the time in the building, then we can only rely.
Thank you for the hydrate. Give me a moment.
Clearly 7.
The problem is, in our time.
Are there any clues that if only I heard the sound when he it would have been a great clue.
Or his scream.
He's not the type to let out a scream.
only Nekomaru's alarm was loud enough.
Wait, no. Not that? Wait.
Damn it!
Wait, hang
The
on.
time in the building was all
Fuyu Hiko's account. What is Fuyu? Oh, wait, no. His is the, No, I need Akane's account. Whoops, sorry. No, I need... Oh, yeah. His is about the 5 a.m. It's not about any sounds. Because he heard the alarm clock. It's her. Because she's on the strawberry... Not strawberry, grape. She's on the grape house at the bottom where she would have heard the crash. Well, strawberry would have heard the alarm going off from the clocks. So it's Akane. Sorry, my bad. Akane, sorry. Akane is what I want.
The time of death was clearly 7:30 a.m.
The problem is, what time is 7 in our time?
Are there any clues that can be used to narrow that down?
If only I heard the sound when you fell.
I agree with that.
I was thinking Fuyu because I remembered the whole, like, Fuyu's 5:30 alarm going off, all the sounds, them hearing stuff.
We should have heard the sound.
But that's not
when
what
we
his account
fell.
was talking about.
Wasn't it that rumbling noise?
Rumbling? I thought it was just an earthquake, so I went back to sleep. Was that the sound from when Nekomaru fell?
Unfortunately, yes. That's gonna make her feel bad.
Well, a huge body fell from the 4th floor to the 1st, and the pillar fell with it. It's obvious we'd hear the impact sound.
We heard that noise too.
It was when we were gathered at the Strawberry House Lounge.
Yeah, that's why I was thinking Fuyu's account, but his account that we recorded was simply that he saw him at 5, not the time.
What is it, Sonia?
Oh, well. That sound everyone heard? I did not hear it at all.
Yeah, you didn't hear it, and, why have I, Nagato didn't hear it.
Huh?
You probably didn't hear it because you were sleeping.
I could not sleep at all. I was awake the whole night with hunger pangs.
You were awake?
There's nothing to worry about. What's important is that rumbling noise anyway.
Is it about her placement? Does she have the same placement as Nagato? Oh, Batman guy, welcome in. Oh, right. That reminds me, the hydrate. Thank you for the hydrate, Saucy. And bad signal for Batman guy.
If we use that rumbling sound as a reference, we might be able to figure out how much our time was off.
I heard that sound probably around 5:30 in the morning.
Yep, 5:30. And his alarm is 7:30.
Huh? You can tell?
I instantly woke up and left my room. And that's when I saw the clock in the lounge. Excellent work, Akane.
If that rumbling sound we heard was at 5:30 a.m., it's like the answer to how much our time was off is literally right in front of me.
I see.
Nekomaru's alarm went off at 7:30, and if we heard the sound of his impact at 5:30, that means our time was off by 2 hours.
2 hours?
Now, can you please bring up the fact that Monokuma said we were all late? I would like that detail to be brought back up. Can we please not miss that detail?
We were starving pretty badly. There's no way we would have noticed.
Plus, the funhouse has no windows. And there weren't any Monokuma announcements either.
However, for what reason did the killer alter our perception of time?
The reason is obvious. So they can lure out just Nekomaru.
Yep. Now this would be Fuyu's account. Lure out only Nekomaru?
If you messed with the clocks and used a specific thing, you definitely get Nekomaru to the tower alone.
Because he's only going to look at his time.
From there, the killer's plan was a splendid success. That's all it means.
Besides messing with the time, the killer also used a specific thing. If they were trying to lure only Nekomaru, then that specific thing is... I mean, only Nekomaru would have known what time it actually was. If so, the specific thing the killer used was... the clock's alarm. Oh, well, I guess Monokuma Taichi?
I see.
That's it. The killer made use of the Monokuma Tai Chi activity in the morning.
How did they use it?
We were required to go to Great Tower every morning at 7 a.m. for that activity, right?
Monokuma definitely set that up. The fact that it had to be Grape Tower.
But if they messed with all the clocks inside the building, what would that do to us?
We wouldn't be able to attend on time. That wouldn't affect Nekomaru. His radio clock had the exact time.
That's right. In doing so, the killer was able to lure him to the tower by himself at the precise time.
When I witnessed Nekomaru early in the morning...
If I recall, you witnessed Nekomaru around 5 a.m. And if that time was also 2 hours off, it should have been 7 a.m. Yeah, that's pretty much it. At that time, he was heading over to Monokuma Tai Chi, right on schedule.
If only you had followed him.
I see. Now that I think about it, I realize what Monokuma meant when he said those words.
There we go, thank you.
Too early. He didn't even ask you yet.
Monokuma knows.
Ah, jeez. How outrageous. I honestly didn't expect everyone to ditch Monokuma Tai Chi. But it turned out like this after all, so I guess it can't be helped.
When you said everyone, you were including us, right?
He was indeed.
We thought we came to the tower on time, but in truth, it was way past the meeting time.
Ah, jeez. That's, well, how should I put it?
You're part of our evidence.
What was it? You know, tripping over a foot or something like that.
Yep.
Are you talking about tripping over someone else's fault?
Wrong! Too bad.
Liar! I'm right!
She is.
That's not it. It's incorrect.
It is not, you stupid bear.
That's definitely the correct answer. You always get so stubborn like this.
Let's just ignore the peanut gallery. Now that we've found out how the killer lured Nekomaru, the number of suspects has drastically decreased.
Huh?
Hey, how did that decrease the number of suspects? Don't be a friggin' liar.
You'll know I'm not lying when you listen to what Fuyuhiko's going to say next.
Huh? What the hell do you mean?
You witnessed Nekomaru going toward the tower. Did something else happen after that?
Yes.
Are you talking about that alarm?
Correct.
Alarm?
A little while after I witnessed Nekomaru, the clock in the Strawberry House lounge started going off. Plus, it was just before that crumbling sound occurred. That's it. So that's what it is. If Nekomaru died when the rumble happened, then whoever doesn't have an alibi at the time is the prime suspect.
So, definitely not you. Unless you're trying to play some 5D chess, because they're obviously, that's the point he's getting at.
Really? Was there anyone who didn't have an alibi at that time?
I remember now. The sound was so loud I couldn't help bolting from my room. But there was one guy who never left the lounge. We were both on the same floor. It's pretty weird that bastard never came out of his guest room.
Which means that person does not have an alibi for when Nekomaru fell? Who is it?
Who's the bastard?
If whoever doesn't have an alibi for that time, right? Wait, you're talking about... Did you... Wait. It was so loud I couldn't help bolting from my room, but there was one guy who never left the lounge. Never... Aren't you talking about Fuyu? We were both on the same floor. It's pretty weird that bastard never came out of his guest room. Is he talking about Fuyu? Who never left the lounge. I mean, I was thinking Fuyu's probably going to be a fall guy anyway. Is that what we're doing here? We're doing the... He's a fall guy? Because he's already in the lounge and everything? Hold on, let me drink some water. Because only Fuyu was in the lounge. You said never left the lounge. I want to pick Gundam. Are you talking about Fuyu? I was at the lounge before the clock started ringing. I also saw head downstairs before that happened. And after the clock... Oh, you mean after? Wait. Wait.
Crap.
Okay, so I do get to say Gundam. Okay. I went the long-ass way. I'm an idiot. And after I went this way in the first place... I was confused by never left the lounge. Oh, no. Wait, what? Wait. Oh, I can't press F2 anymore. I can't press F2. I can't press... Okay. Well, are you talking about... Are you talking about Nagato?
You're the only one.
Oh, see... I don't want to... I have no reason to accuse Nagato.
It's you, right, Nagito?
That's right. Nagito wasn't there.
Ah, Soda.
It was just me, Gundam, and Fuyuhiko.
Okay, can I press F2 now? I can. Yeah, he was never there. Was that a typo? Okay, it takes a while to go up. There was one guy who never left the lounge. Do you mean never came to the lounge? Oh, here it is. It's pretty weird that Bastard never came out of his guest room. Oh, you mean it was... Okay. When I read never came out of his guest room, I was reading that as, like, he was already out of the guest room and didn't suddenly come out of the guest room at that time. That's not what it was. You meant that the person was still in the guest room and never came out of the guest room. I misread that because of the part that said there was one guy who never left the lounge. I think it meant never came to the lounge. Unless I'm just misreading that, but okay, I definitely misread the last part.
You didn't come out, even though the alarm was going off like crazy.
And this is the part where Sonia can back him up because she never...
You weren't in your room, were you?
If that's the case, where were you?
Oh, wait a minute.
Please, say something. If you don't hurry up and answer, I'm gonna suicide dive you!
Suicide? Okay.
If I may be frank, even if I wanted to go to the lounge, I couldn't.
You couldn't? What do you mean?
It's merely the foolish talk of hate.
Well, I don't suspect him. Simply because the game had us play as him.
Not only did I not hear the alarm, I never even heard that rumbling sound.
Also, can we please be smart about this? He just revealed information that none of us were able to have whatsoever. That information protects the killer. And he's the one that had us go check the tower from the other floor. Doing all of that is what's going to screw over the killer. Can we please be smart about this? He couldn't?
You're definitely fucking lying.
However, that is also true for me.
Yeah.
It is obvious that I did not hear the alarm in Strawberry House. But I did not hear the rumbling sound either. Is that not strange? I mean, everyone else heard it. To be honest, it's not just them. The same goes for me too.
So the luxury rooms? Right, Fuyu... I think Fuyu had a luxury room, but he wasn't in his luxury room.
I was in a pretty deep sleep, so I thought that's why I couldn't hear it. But
It's the luxury rooms.
it wasn't that. I probably couldn't hear it at all.
Couldn't hear it? What does that mean?
You still don't know. Think about what the three of us who didn't hear a sound have in common, and I'm sure you'll figure it out.
The only people who didn't hear the rumbling noise were Nagato, Sonia, and Chiaki. The secret is what these three have in common? Could it have something to do with the guest rooms they were staying in? If that's the case, then I might be able to figure out what they have in common. Welcome in, Gundam. This too must be the will of causality? Oh, God. Oh, what was the... Oh, no. What was it called? The... Oh, not luxury. The deluxe. Oh, I just got rid of the D. I'm trying to spell deluxe. D. I need an L. Deluxe. I need a U. Oh, yeah, hang on. Deluxe. Oh, I need room. I hate this mini game. I'm sorry, I just hate it. I need this. I need S. Wait, give me that S.
Nagito, Sonia, and Chiaki. The three of you were staying in deluxe room, right?
It is less annoying in gentle mode. I still hate that minigame.
If I recall, the deluxe rooms are...
Guest rooms are divided up by quality grade. The deluxe room is a soundproof and has excellent air insulation. The standard room may have so-so insulation, but it's still pretty decent. And the crummy room has severe airflow and drop problems.
The reason we could not hear the rumbling noise...
Soundproof.
That's right. It was because the deluxe rooms have superior sound insulation. You actually noticed that. Nice catch, Hajime. Are you using your ultimate reserve course student talent?
You're so funny. Meanwhile, you call yourself trash, yet you still took a deluxe room.
Now then, you guys must understand by now, right? The true identity of Nekomaru's killer.
Hold on a sec. Why does that lead to who the killer is?
Why? Well, that fact just now is a very important clue, and a decisive factor in identifying the killer. Decisive factor?
Somehow, I feel like I understand what Nagato means. If I think about the features of their guest room, that person's actions are clearly strange because that person might be the killer. Is that what it means? Forgetting what actions we're talking about. It's been a while. But I mean, I've been suspect of Gundam. Sorry, Gundam. I mean, he's my main prime suspect. I don't remember what actions we're talking about.
You're the only one! Gundam, there's something I want to ask you. When the alarm rang at the Strawberry House Lounge, you rushed over there too, right?
What's wrong with that? If the bell of catastrophe rings throughout the night, it is the universe's providence to stop it.
Oh, it wasn't... No, it wasn't Fuyu that had the deluxe room.
Why were you able to hear it?
It was Gundam. I didn't remember who had what rooms.
Hear what?
I mean, you were also staying in a deluxe room, right? Nagito was staying in a deluxe room in the same house on the same floor, and he couldn't even hear it. So why were you able to hear that alarm?
Now that you mention it.
Gundam?
There's only one possibility. You weren't in your room at the time. That's why, even though you were staying in a deluxe room, you still went to the lounge. Am I right?
Correct.
Gundam, you have some sort of explanation, right?
Sonia, you picked the wrong person.
Gundam probably couldn't return to his room because of Fuyuhiko.
I mean, you know she likes her media, her drama shows and whatnot, and Gundam fits that perfectly.
Me? After you saw Nekomaru heading to the tower, you stayed at the lounge for a while. Am I correct?
Yeah, with him there, Gundam wouldn't have been able to return to his room.
Until the moment that alarm started ringing, right?
Although, they seem pretty... This makes it seem like they're pretty distracted by that clock. Gundam seems like he could have snuck by.
If you were in the lounge for that long, the killer who had left earlier obviously wouldn't be able to go back.
Oh, I don't think I ever brought that up. Right. That's because I thought of this off-stream, about how if Fuyu's really there, sitting there, no one would be able to... And because of where he's sitting at the edge, facing towards the staircase direction, no one would be able to go past him. If he was facing the other direction, sitting on the other side of the table, someone could come and go from the crummy rooms. But if he's facing the staircase, which he was, even the crummy rooms wouldn't be possible. Well, I guess one might be. But you'd have to, like, really slide along. You'd have to, like, slide out of the door, staying to the door in the wall.
Even though Nekomaru's murder was a death trap that utilized the alarm in his chest.
I don't know if that's even true, though. I'm not quite sure how far over that table is to the hall.
The killer still needed to prepare the murder in advance.
Like putting Nekomaru in sleep mode and tying him up with the wire.
Well, you can put him in sleep mode with the divas.
In order to do that, the killer needed to be waiting for Nekomaru at the tower. Which means when Fuyuhiko witnessed Nekomaru, the killer was already at the tower.
And once they tried to go back, they couldn't because Fuyuhiko was at the lounge.
Yep.
In their original plan, the killer should have returned to their room before the alarm in the lounge went off. And they were supposed to stay in their room. They weren't planning to come out and go to the lounge.
Which means they wouldn't have heard the alarm or the rumbling sound, thus proving they were in the room.
Yep.
Just like us.
As a little safety feature.
The best case scenario would have been if those two in the lounge had gone to check the deluxe rooms.
So many things did not go as planned with this.
After all, if they personally saw the killer sleeping in their room, it gives the killer a stronger alibi. Unfortunately, they failed to secure that alibi. I was in the lounge.
Good job, Fuyu.
So the killer couldn't go back to their room. and ended up hearing the lounge's alarm.
So there was just... I mean, Fuyu was sort of looking back at Soda. I don't know. He might have had a chance to try to sneak by. Maybe not. And then, looking at that table placement... Unfortunately, I can't show where my mouse is, but the Chromie room on the right... Maybe you could barely slide along the wall without being seen. Unfortunately, he needs the alibi of the deluxe room.
Hey, what are you doing?
This... Raucous?
This ruckus, it's louder than the supreme ruler of the netherworld, bellowing for a sacrifice. Don't go making all that noise so suddenly.
But why'd you come out? You should have hid till the excitement died down.
If Gundam tried to hide, and if those two went to his room to check on him, he would have been found out.
Yeah, he couldn't risk that. That would be too risky.
That would have been the worst possible outcome. That's why he couldn't just stay hidden.
If those two had just checked the deluxe rooms as planned, that would have been ideal, but how ironic. The moment Fuyuhiko set foot in the lounge, your plan was doomed.
Unfortunate.
Gundam? Please, can you at least say something?
No silent treatment.
Answer me this, including myself in my 4 dark devas of destruction. How many ears do we possess?
Okay. I mean, technically, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. But is he about to...
The answer is 10. That's right, I possess 10
Okay,
ears.
I thought he was going to come up with some weird, like, you know, like a third eye. He's got some extra ears or extra hearing.
That means I have 5 times the hearing
Okay, that's
of
what
a
he's getting at.
normal human. The soundproof system here may as well not exist.
Oh, I see what he's doing. Oh, yeah, sure, whatever.
Is that your argument?
You bastard! Do you understand the situation you're in right now?
Do not panic. The truth shall now commence.
Okay, go on. Come on, Mr. Edgelord.
At the time, I left my room
Mr.
to go
Chuny.
to the bathroom. By coincidence, I heard the alarm. That's right. That's all it was. The world is always so simple.
Are you saying it was just a coincidence? Isn't that timing a little too perfect?
But possible.
And yet, I'm being suspected by all of you. It seems it was actually horrible timing on my part.
I see. You're still holding out.
Of course. You're all ultimates. You're always going to hold out to the end.
Well, you don't have to admit it. We're going to decide who the killer is with the majority vote anyway.
True.
So, why don't we just go ahead and start voting? It's obvious that Gundam is the killer.
Yeah, we never do it that way. Ever.
Hold on a sec.
You know, Hajime,
What?
this class trial, this killing, it's merely the opening act, you know.
You're not going to say you know?
Hey! What do you mean the class trial is just the opening act?
I mean, it is. Until we get to your trial.
Perhaps I should say it's just a farce. Just a boring farce. So boring, so stressful. I'm so painfully bored that I might develop stomach ulcers.
Unless this game chooses to end it a bit differently than last time.
Seriously. Let's just hurry up and finish this before I collapse from poor health.
God, he changed so much.
Nagito, something definitely happened to you, didn't it? At some point during the investigation, your behavior became even weirder. What actually happened? Did you discover something?
Well, let's just leave that fun for later. And and finish this opening act already.
You said opening act again!
I mean, if you want to punish him by killing him, I'm okay with that.
Please hold on. We have yet to hear Gundam's rebuttal.
I don't need his rebuttal.
But he's completely shut up. Perhaps he can't argue anymore.
Gundam!
Because a rebuttal is the rhythm game.
I was simply at a loss for words after being dumbfounded by your pathetic assumption.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, I shall deny the very basis. Your assumption has been wrong since the beginning.
Since the beginning?
Based on your assumption, I hung Nekomaru from the 4th floor of the tower and made the floor descend to the 1st floor.
Oh, is he about to bring up how could he have gotten back?
From there, after returning to Strawberry House,
Yeah.
I was present when the alarm at the lounge went off, correct?
We already established. I guess he's hoping that maybe that Nagato won't help us with that part. But I mean, he basically already has. Just about.
Although going to and fro is busy enough as it is, how would I be
Yeah,
able
here
to
it is.
travel between both houses anyway?
Is he banking on Nagato being like bored and wanting to just get this over with,
Let's see.
but still not wanting to help us?
The elevator was broken.
As I recall, the killer tampered with the Grape House control panel, which shut down the elevator. Plus, the stopped elevator should have been facing the Grape House side. If so, the human who used the elevator would have left it at Grape House.
Yes.
For these reasons, it's an indisputable fact that the killer destroyed the elevator at Grape House.
Mm-hmm.
And what's wrong with that?
He's trying to imply that how could he get back to Strawberry House?
If the elevator was broken at Grape House, he wouldn't be able to return to Strawberry House.
However, I was already at Strawberry House. I was present when the alarm in the lounge started ringing. Which means your assumption is clearly wrong.
So he had to take time to compose himself and think about his words carefully.
Are you serious? And here I thought it's already been decided.
Oh, don't worry.
Have you learned your lesson, pitiful humans? You cannot overcome this contradiction.
Yes, we can. Lucky for us, we had Nagato, who's crazy enough to try the dead room. Besides you. That's wrong. When something is obviously wrong, that's when a contradiction is born. There's no such thing as a contradiction that can't be overcome. Good night, contact the radio. Am I absorbing? I haven't absorbed anything so far.
That elevator was the only means of travel between the two houses.
No.
As long as that elevator was broken, your assumption collapses.
Plus, the elevator was
Yeah, none of these.
broken at Grape House.
Yeah.
If the killer cannot return to Strawberry House...
Yes, I can.
Since I was at Strawberry House at that time, there's no question that the following crime is impossible.
So am I absorbing?
It would have been different if they had an accomplice.
No.
Or if there was a secret passageway.
That one.
How much longer do you plan to lecture me? Why don't we stop this?
My hand was off the keyboard. I should have absorbed that. A contradiction is when something is obviously wrong. Oh, you're just repeating yourself. Well, here. If my power isn't enough, I need to borrow everyone's power so I can shoot through Gundam's contradiction. Absorb. He's saying absorb.
That elevator was the only means of travel. As long as that elevator, your assumption.
Plus, the elevator broken at Grape House.
If the killer cannot...
Since I was at Straw, there's no question that the.
I just don't want to accidentally pass it.
Or if there was a secret
No, wait!
passageway.
Got it.
How much longer do you plan to? Why don't we stop this already? That elevator was the only means of travel between.
Objection!
No, that's wrong.
No,
There should have been another way to move between the two houses without the elevator.
Such a method does not exist.
Then why don't we ask the person who actually used that method?
I went the wrong way, didn't I? Oh no, that wasn't, okay good, that was a shorter way.
You're the only one! Nagito, you should know.
Unless he's straight across from me, then it didn't matter.
What are you talking about?
Don't be useless here.
Don't play dumb. You appeared so suddenly that one time because you used that method, right?
Nagato? Why are you here? Because I showed up.
There's a secret passage connecting the first floor of Strawberry House to the third floor of Grape House. Isn't that right?
Correct. Come on, just say yes. You're part of this trial, man.
Jeez. Once again, I let the reserve course show up.
Yeah, I feel like that's the other issue he has. The fact that we're just reserved, but we've clearly been carrying all these trials. We're doing a lot of the work.
But you're right. There's a door on the floor of the Octagon, which is on the first floor of Strawberry House. After I opened the door and went down, surprise, surprise! I ended up in the Monokuma archive, which is on the third floor of Grape House.
Of course.
Meaning the third floor and the fourth floor are actually connected.
You know, I wouldn't be surprised that Monokuma made that room his room, just so that we all would be like, oh yeah, we're not going to that room. We all hate that room. So no one cared about investigating that room that much.
Plus, once you've cleared the final dead room once, you can pass through it as many times as you want.
If they used that secret passage, they could have gone between the two houses as much as they wanted.
Infinity
Oh, here it comes.
However, what if the killer
Controller.
was aware of the existence of the final dead room?
Well, they'd have to try it, and only you're willing to try it. Wait, what if the killer was unaware of the What do you mean? Are you trying to say that you didn't even know about the room at all?
There's no way they didn't know.
That is what he was trying to say. What?
That is merely an illusion you have fabricated from your own suspicion.
This is desperate.
Value your life. You should stop with your scrutiny.
There's no way I can stop.
Did you say? Don't make me angry. You wouldn't like me when I'm angry.
All right, Hulk. He's holding his hand. We need... What do we need? What? Oh, the wire. No. Wasn't that his wire? No, it wasn't his wire. The wire?
Even if the turbid box doesn't exist, you could travel through multiple
Oh, God.
portals.
I don't like this one.
Suspicious wormhole. However, how frail I say. Your decayed illusion. Shall I feed you to the progeny of vile deities?
That wasn't good.
Even if the turbid box doesn't exist, you could travel through multiple planes, provided you use a spacious wormhole. However, how frail I say. Your decayed illusion. Shall I feed you to the progeny of vile deities?
No, give me. Oh, thank you.
Can't back down.
I can't. Oh, I got it. For once, I won that one. I'm not good at clicking things fast.
Passage exists. The secret passage was at the Octagon.
Know the limits of your own reasoning. You say the killer went to the Octagon. Don't bark, you cur.
Oh, no, I missed one.
You don't want at least
Wait, whoa, I didn't see what that said.
in the light.
He probably means try providing the evidence that the killer went to the Octagon, right? If that's the case, I should have it too. The key which dwells in the light, that will break through the darkness.
Know the limits of your own reasoning. You say the killer went to the octagon? Don't bark, you cur! You don't want to drown in the maelstrom of blind confusion. At least pray to the key which dwells in the light.
I missed it. But I am trying to say wire, right?
Know the limits of your own reasoning. You say the killer went to the octagon? Don't bark, you cur!
Yeah, I gotta be trying to say
You don't
wire.
want to drown in the maelstrom of blind confusion.
Allow me to cut through those words. The wire used to string up Nekomaru's body, the hammer that looked like the weapon, and the chain on the door in the tower.
I was kind of thinking the wire actually maybe came from Nekomaru. Like it was one of his features or something. The hammer and chain, obviously not.
Those are all the items that weren't in Funhouse. Where did the killer obtain them?
The only place I can think of is the octagon.
I was maybe thinking like, because it kind of fit with his body, honestly. So I was kind of maybe thinking like, they turned him off and then, no, all his features would be off. If he did have a wire feature, wouldn't it just be locked and you wouldn't be able to pull it out? Or could you? That depends on how it was made. But I was thinking like it was made in a way where you could at least like get to the wire and like pull it out and whatnot.
There were various weapons and tools there. I'm pretty sure I saw stuff like wires, hammers, and chains too.
Since those items were used in the crime, there's no doubt that the killer went to the octagon.
Yeah. What are you freaking out over that for?
If that's the case, they obviously know about the secret passage.
You just have to pretend you didn't know about the room.
It seems this is the end.
No, I still have to do the rhythm game.
Normally we'd end up listening to Hajime lecture us with a very long summary of the case.
That's the only mini game I like. It's not even really a mini game. That's the only part that feels like an actual part of the mystery game like this. The rest just feel like unnecessary mini games. I mean, at least the hangman is spelling out a word, but it still feels unnecessary. The comic book one is the only one that I feel fits and is actually enjoyable.
But there's no reason to waste any more time on this opening act. So I'm going to end this right now.
Really? You take the only fun thing away from me?
Hey, what are you...
First of all, by messing with all the clocks in the building, Gundam tried to lure only Nekomaru. The elevator was probably broken by that point.
You're such an ass.
Thanks to that, Nekomaru wasn't able to go
I don't even have
to
control over this. He's just going to keep talking on his own.
So he tried going over to Strawberry Tower, just like we did when we found out the elevator was broken. Well, it's obvious.
It's not even on auto. It's like auto.
We didn't know the two towers were the exact same place. Also, the button in Strawberry Hall wasn't broken, so he was easily able to enter Strawberry Tower. But surprise! Gundam was waiting for Nekomaru's arrival.
Hold on. If Nekomaru didn't go to Strawberry Tower, what would the killer have done then?
Well, I have control over this.
Their plan was a balancing act of uncertainties. But even if they failed, they probably wouldn't have minded.
As long as no one knew about the final dead room, and as long as no one knew about the secret about the buildings, even if they figured out that the time was off and whatnot, as long as they never checked the tower from the Strawberry side,
They can just greet everyone the next morning as if nothing happened, and come up with a different
Oh wait,
plan.
whoa, I misread that, didn't I? Oh, you meant what if Nekomaru never went to the tower at all? Like, what if he just... So basically, he never fell into the trap and was never killed then and whatnot. True, then yeah, they would just... Because it's only set up when he gets to Nekomaru's body in there and put it to sleep and whatnot. Nothing's set up otherwise, so yeah. It's not set up until he's got Nekomaru. Fair enough. don't know why I misread that so badly.
And without such a risky plan, they wouldn't have been able to lure him at all.
I'm going to continue summarizing the case, okay?
Yeah, sure. Buzzkill.
Through this, Gundam successfully lured Nekomaru to Strawberry Tower. There's no way he could fight head-on with the robotic Nekomaru.
Obviously.
So by pressing the goodnight button, he rendered Nekomaru powerless.
So, are we
without
gonna talk
fighting.
about that? About how he could pull that off?
Hold on! You... What did you just say? That I didn't battle?
What's wrong with that?
Don't mess with me! Don't mess with me! I cannot ignore those words!
Why are you angry all of a sudden?
You fools do not understand! You don't understand at all!
The divas are part of his strength. If they fight, he's fighting.
Ha! You make me laugh! After all this time, you still don't understand anything at all!
I don't understand anything. What does that mean?
It appears I cannot finish just yet. Maybe I'm just a human destined for hell. However, I cannot finish just yet. I cannot finish!
What do you intend to do?
It's obvious. I'm going to destroy your illusory assumptions.
Are you saying you still have more? You still have room to argue?
Your words. You said I pressed Nekomaru's goodnight button. However, that button was on the back of Nekomaru's neck. To press it, I have to get behind him.
It's not easy to get the drop on Coach Nekomaru.
It made me think of the meme. I was right behind you. I was right behind you, kid.
It's even more difficult if it's a one-on-one situation.
Just as I thought.
But it's not a one-on-one.
Truly frail. Succumbing so easily to this simple argument. It was just a mere illusion.
He's got his divas.
If you want to set me up as the killer, at least surpass your own human limitations.
That's wrong, Gundam. You're the one who's wrong.
Such a wonderful line. However, I cannot say that I'm satisfied.
Here comes the rhythm game. So I'm gonna have to try to put the phrase "4 dark divas" probably.
Listen well. I shall teach you 2 tips for making someone admit their defeat. First, you must crush them with your own overwhelming power. As for the other, you must provide a reason that will persuade that human. You have not fulfilled either of those yet.
I guess you really don't want to admit it. Then, just as you requested, I will provide an argument that'll leave you no other choice but to be persuaded. I have to
I
hold.
won't let you. For the Tanaka Empire.
Yeah, I don't have to worry about reloading.
Crushed as David prophesied.
Ah, I missed.
I won't let you. For the Tanaka Empire.
When I'm doing this, I'm only looking up. I'm only looking at the
Crushed as David prophesied.
at the
Show me
the beats. I can't see anything else. Which is why I don't like this.
For the Tanaka Empire. Crushed as David prophesied. I won't let you. For the Tanaka Empire. Wither. Crushed as David prophesied. It's Nekomaru's back. Do you really think I can get
The
behind him so
4
easily?
dark divas.
This is the end.
See, the rhythm game I can kind of tolerate. I don't like having to put together the phrase at the end.
Even if you didn't get behind Nekomaru, you should have been able to press the button on the back of his neck. As long as you have the power of the hamsters you keep with you.
Are you seriously saying he used his hamsters to press the button on the back of
Or at least-
Nekomaru's neck?
I don't like having to put it together with a quick time, with like a timer. At least I've slowed down the timer, so it wasn't so bad.
Of course, that'd be impossible for a normal hamster, but it would have been possible for Gundam. In fact, we saw that with our very own eyes, right?
Emissary of evil, in accordance with our ancient contract, the time has come to lend me your aid. Pierce through, Supernova Silver Fox Sandy.
Choo choo!
Oh yeah, they can press buttons. Ah, it pressed the button.
Truly, this is the skyline lamentation art of the demon mouse. Fwahahaha! Soon, the door to destiny shall open.
Now that you mention it, after Ibuki was killed in the music venue, one
Don't
of
remind me of that.
hamsters retrieved a piece of wallpaper from the baton lighting, right?
Yeah, he has them trained well. Like circus hamsters.
Hey, with your friends and their exceptionally smart brains, it must have been possible
Yeah, you showed off your divas too much, you fool.
to secretly get one of them behind Mekamaru and press the button on the back of his neck.
How about it, Gundam?
Yeah, Gundam.
Not just myself, but you actually brought up how splendid my subordinates are.
Sure.
I have no recourse but to admit it.
Admit it? Did you say you admit it?
Sorry, Sonia, but it was him.
It appears I've obtained a one-way ticket to hell. Fine, then you must trample me underfoot and advance.
No, we don't. We just have to vote for you.
Victory can only be built upon a foundation of corpses. You cannot find peace without sacrifice anywhere. Now, trample this life. Trample it as though it were mere trash on the side of the road. Pull the curtain strings of this worthless performance with your own two hands.
Oh! Nagato didn't take this away from me. Oh! Ha ha ha. Who set the lounge clock's alarm? We have... Okay. Who was in the lounge since early morning? We have alarm set for 5:30. Hamster pressed it. Hung the loop. I woke up at... Fuyuhiko can't sleep. Who was in the lounge since early morning? You talking about Fuyu? What time did Fuyu see Monokuma? Are you talking about this? It's 5 a.m. right now. Nekomaru's weakness is the button. So... the wire wrapped around Nekomaru's feet. Oh, so we have all of them. Oh, so you're not even... Oh, wait, no, we don't have all of them. The killer destroyed what after leaving the tower? No. What was the fake weapon left? So we're using all the things we have at the time, though. Who gathered at the lounge? So, would that be us? Why did he fall? Who heard the rumbling noise? Are you talking about this? So why did he fall? Because he woke up. This. Who gathered at the lounge? That would be all of you. What was the fake weapon left? The hammer. How come... Well, I guess we already explained that. We didn't bring it back up, but technically we already explained that. The killer destroyed what? The button. All the way back to the beginning. Well,
Here's everything that happened in this case. Let's first go over the many tricks the killer prepared before they committed the crime. First, they destroyed the contact elevator. This separated Nagito and the others in Strawberry House from our group in Grape House. Next, they lured Nekomaru out by himself by turning back all the clocks in the funhouse by 2 hours.
now hold a minute. Hold on a minute. Why are you doing it this way?
Additionally, in order to secure an alibi, the killer went to the Strawberry House lounge and set the wall clock's alarm to 5:30 a.m. After finishing their preparations, the killer went to Strawberry Tower with the necessary tools in hand.
Well, I was just talking about, like, imagine a comic book that actually makes you start here at the Act 1 part and then go around. Unless it tells you to start there. That's a weird place to start for an actual comic book. Anyway, let's just try to think of it as an actual comic book.
They obtain these tools from the Octagon, which you can enter once you clear the final dead room. This means the killer discovered the secret of the funhouse faster than anybody else.
Uh-huh.
That secret being, Strawberry House and Grape House are actually the same building. On the morning of the incident, Nekomaru woke up and headed over to Grape Tower for a specific reason. There, Fuyuhiko, who was at the lounge by coincidence, witnessed Nekomaru. According to Fuyuhiko's testimony, that was around 5 a.m., but by that point, the killer had already messed with our perception of time. In actuality, Fuyuhiko witnessed Nekomaru at 7 a.m. That's also the same time Monokuma Tai Chi begins. Nekomaru went to Grape Tower to participate in that. However, because the contact elevator was broken, Nekomaru was unable to go to Grape Tower. So he decided to try going to Strawberry Tower. But the killer was waiting for him there. With the power of hamsters, they were able to press the good night button on the back of Nekomaru's neck. This forced him to enter sleep mode, rendering him immobile. From there, the killer began preparing to use the ultimate weapon. First, they set the alarm in Nekomaru's chest to 7:30 a.m. so he'd wake up. Then they tied him up with a metal wire, tied the tip of the wire into a loop, and hung it on the doorknob. After leaving Strawberry Tower, the killer then destroyed the door button to Strawberry Hall. They did this to keep us from entering Strawberry Tower, and to keep us from discovering the secret of the building's structure that they used to kill Nekomaru. Then, they used the secret octagon passageway to travel to Grape House. After arriving at Grape Hall, they pressed the button to open the door to the tower. When that happened, the elevator-like floor of the tower began descending. And Nekomaru's body was still inside, dangling upside down in midair from the wire. The killer entered Grape Tower to see if their setup was successful.
Which it was, unfortunately.
And placed a hammer on the floor to look like the weapon, then wrapped a chain around the back door. This was done to make us falsely believe we couldn't enter the tower from Strawberry Hall. With this, the killer finished their setup and tried to go back to their room using the secret passage, so they could craft their alibi when Nekomaru died from the fall.
Unfortunately.
But something unexpected happened. Fuyuhiko, who saw Nekomaru earlier, was still at the lounge.
Wait, he's sitting on the other side. I swear one of the art showed him on... Yeah, there was an art that showed him on the other side of the table, facing the stairs. This is him facing away from the stairs. Well, I guess he would need to notice that Fuyu's there without being noticed himself. But the art I saw had Fuyu on the other side, just to be fair.
As a result, the killer couldn't return to their room, and with no options available, time ran out. The lounge's wall clock alarm started ringing at 5:30. Well, actually 7:30. To avoid a worst-case scenario, the killer was forced to appear in front of Fuyuhiko with the others. When the wall clock's alarm rang, that was also the same time Nekomaru was waking up. He woke up while he was still hanging upside down, so he couldn't help but sway his body powerfully. Originally, the loop of wire was only supposed to slip off the doorknob.
If only he could have just tried to land on his back or something. As long as he didn't hit his head on the pillar or the floor directly. Just maybe soften the blow of maybe he kind of hits the back of his head on the floor.
But because there was a heavier load than expected, the doorknob ended up breaking. Nekomaru fell from the 4th floor all the way to the 1st floor. He crashed into the pillar, which decapitated him on impact, and died.
Jeez.
The sound of Nekomaru's impact echoed throughout the funhouse. However, by this point, the killer's plan was about to fail, thanks to the broken doorknob and Fuyuhiko. Meaning, the killer is someone who wouldn't have heard the alarm if they were in the deluxe room. They also wouldn't have been able to return to their guest room, because Fuyuhiko was at the lounge. That someone is Gundam Tanaka. I can't think of anyone else but you.
True. Better. Okay, good. I was about to say he better have his hamsters with him.
That was splendid. For a mere human, you did quite well.
A normie reserved human.
Stop. Stop it already.
Aren't you supposed to want to beat him up?
Stop using weird words to avoid the truth. Or I'll friggin' kill you myself!
There it is.
I cannot believe it. I just cannot believe. You killed Nekomaru? I cannot believe something like that.
You don't wish to forgive me? Do you feel regret? Then finish it! Cast your impure votes for Gundam Tanaka!
Impure, huh? Fine, I'll be impure.
My beloved, deadly foes, let the voting time begin!
I'm curious. So, this is what I was talking about. Like, am I about to see his hamsters die with him? I'm pretty sure I am. I'm pretty sure that's the first A I've gotten. That's how much I've hated these minigames. Now that I've set the, to gentle, and basically just set it to focus on story, it's a lot less annoying and actually more enjoyable. Because, honestly, and I'll mention it again later, I've not been having much fun because of these trials. Like, the putting things together and whatnot, I still like that part, and that's interesting. But the minigames just get in the way. Even the truth bullets, like, the truth bullets are fine. All the excess words that I have to, that are in my way trying to block the bullets, having that gone and just focusing on just trying to find the bullet I want to use and the one I want to object to or agree with, I just want to focus on that. That's fine. And even the timers, like, I don't like timers. I hate timers. So the timers kept making me feel rushed. Now the timers aren't so bad. This felt a lot better.
This result isn't all that exciting.
Well, too bad.
Now then, please pull the lever in front of you and cast your vote. Who will be chosen as the blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one? Please pull the lever!
The hell?
Crap! I bit my tongue at the most important part!
Good. Come on, keep up the voice acting, please.
It'd be bad if I bent my tongue again, so I'll speak slowly. Judging from the results, you guys were correct once again. Getting 4 in a row without any mistakes is a splendid achievement. That's right. The one who killed the robotic Nekomaru in the amazing funhouse was Gundam Tanaka.
Nice!
Yay! I said all that without biting my tongue.
Now then.
Now that we've decided who the killer is, let's do the execution already and get this over with. I don't want to see his divas die. Can his divas just be given to the rest of us? Can I have them? That'd be fun to have. They could help us defeat Monokuma at the end, in the final chapter. I don't know why I suddenly blanked. I blanked on Monokuma's name all of a sudden. Hold on. It's true the class trial is finished, but that doesn't mean the incident is over. We can't finish yet until we hear it from Gundam.
Jeez.
No matter what he says, it won't change a thing. Well, I have no right to stop you either. So do whatever you like. Why do you want to talk to one who has lost? The loser merely leaves. It would just be unnecessary for me to say something.
I feel like you, at this point, would talk a little more normal and less like his over-the-top tuniness.
Listen well.
Never mind.
Is what I would like to say, but for honor's sake, I shall correct one thing.
Correct?
How pitiful.
You guys said I made Nekomaru powerless without fighting him. That, however, is a great mistake.
Huh?
Fine.
Nekomaru did fight. That is no mistake. And because he fought, he lost and died.
Damn it!
Lost and died?
This, too, must be the will.
If he was just trying to cling to life, there are many ways he could have done so. However, he did not allow that.
You.
What do you mean? Explain.
Fine then. Then I shall reveal it all.
Let's make history.
Within the final dead room, I discovered the secret of the funhouse. And I devised a killing plan utilizing that secret. By tampering with all the clocks in the building, I succeeded in luring Nekomaru to the tower. And this is what happened. Nekomaru and I were alone in the tower, standing face to face with one another. I should say I expected as much from Nekomaru. He sensed my subtle killing intent, and instantly understood the situation.
I believe that.
And we had ourselves a stare down. In that situation, if he wanted to run away, it would have been easy for him to do so. He could have run away, or even called for help. But he did not turn his back to me. Instead, he chose a fight that risked life and death.
That is...
A fight that risked life and death?
Let me tell you.
He was serious, too. He gave it his all to try to kill me. If I had died instead, the mystery surrounding the case would have been even more complicated. You would have never known why I, the victim, went to the tower by myself.
I can see it.
Nobody would know that the victim, me, was actually the one who planned the whole thing.
Could it be?
Nekomaru really did that?
Sensing even my subtle killing intent, as expected of you, Nekomaru.
The scorching, stinging, tense atmosphere. I've been a team manager for so long, I've nearly forgotten this. This is great! What a comforting atmosphere!
Okay.
That's a great one.
It is a great line.
And what is your reason?
He's a real
Do
man.
you intend to resolve this situation by killing me?
I am the Warlock, Gundam Tanaka. Heroes, lords of darkness, and even the gods themselves flee from me. I'm not going to any trivial reason. I'm simply going to kill you because your very existence is an annoyance.
You'll drench your soul with evil until the bitter end, huh? Splendid!
Yeah, because this guy, he's just a coach, a team manager, and he's the one that gets to have this body and be like some comic book protagonist and whatnot, or come from like some shonen comic. And you're just a chuny.
In response to your spirit, I shall kill you with all of my might.
No, I can give him credit for his divas. They are legit. At least, like, he's trained them well to be able to do all kinds of things.
I won't go easy on you. Don't even think about holding back. Don't waste your breath on cowardly tactics. Give me everything you got.
Nekomaru need I. Your blood will drench the foundation of my empire.
Or his oil.
That is...
Why? Why did you fight? We are all friends. Why couldn't you stop this? Even if both sides agreed, it was still wrong.
I will not argue. I have no intention of forcing my values upon you.
Let me tell you this.
However, I must say this. What's the point of living if you're just waiting until you finally die?
You weakling.
There's nothing courageous about that. That is abandonment. A mere feeling of resignation.
Wait. Are you telling us to just wait until we starve to death? I'd rather have that happen to us than have our friends kill each other. Huh? Do you mean that you'd rather die?
Fall, my tears.
Ever since we were locked inside that building, everyone had been dominated by that feeling of abandonment. However, nothing is born from resignation. That is simply a reason to give up.
If you flinch, you will die.
Giving up on life. That's just an insult to life itself.
I guess that fits a breeder.
Let me ask.
Have you fools heard of the term dog eat dog?
I mean, cannibalism?
Fine.
In zoology, cannibalism is a commonly observed phenomenon. Many creatures at some point in their lifespan engage in cannibalism.
Listen well.
This is what it means to live. If you say killing for the sake of living is evil, then what would you call giving up on life itself?
I shall engulf this.
If a world would consider that justice, then I will fight that world with every last fiber of my being. Giving up on life and choosing death is nothing but a blasphemy towards life.
I renounce you.
It is a violation of the natural order. It is the arrogance of humanity.
You.
Are you saying all that to try to justify what you did? But it sounds like Nekomaru felt the same too. That's why they fought, right?
Damn it.
Fine.
That man had the courage to die when he needed to die. That is why he challenged me to our battle. Regardless, as I've already said, I do not intend to force my values upon you fools. I have betrayed you all, and that is the absolute truth.
Fall, my tears.
But even so, don't you think it's a better alternative to slowly starving to death here?
Oh.
That belief is why you committed your crime.
You...
Hey, what about the final dead room? Did you do the Russian roulette too? Of course he did. He's the only other person crazy enough to do it. I mean, Nagato's crazy enough to do it because of his ultimate luck.
Let's make history.
Unlike Nagato, I only did it once, but... Compared to my battle with Nekomaru, that was mere child's play.
Well,
You know, after listening to you talk for a while, I'm starting to think that... Well, it's also because you unexpectedly admitted your crime, without much resistance. Gundam, don't tell me you didn't sacrifice yourself for our sake. Did you?
I can't believe you would ask such a foolish question.
My name is...
Just who do you think I am? I am Gundam Tanaka, history's greatest monster. My cursed existence is feared by all mankind. There's no way I'd sacrifice myself for the sake of you fools.
Fade like
Not in a million, not in a billion, not in 10,000 billion years. In the name of pandemonium, it is impossible.
Is that it? Then I'll just leave it at that.
Now then, let us be rid of this foolish talk. It's about time the fun started. Monokuma, let us begin!
Yes, indeed.
Oh, yay! Got it! I've prepared a special punishment for the ultimate breeder, Gundam Tanaka.
wait.
This is just too much.
I beg of you.
Please, Monokuma, please help Gundam. Do you forget who you're talking to? Yeah, he'll help him to not being alive. To not breathing anymore.
Huh?
Miss Sonia?
I beg of you.
You've been actually falling for him, have you?
How pitiful.
You know what? How pitiful is better than... I don't need to read this.
An act as unrefined as stopping a man from going to his death does not befit a noble such as yourself.
Gundam...
It's fine to start for reals, right?
Fine.
Yes, I do not mind. However...
What is it, my four dark devas of destruction?
Oh, don't go with him. No. They're gonna ride together, die together.
Are you worried about me? Oh, my feared four dark devas of destruction. That is not like you at all. However, there is no need to fear. In this world, I am only a temporary visitor.
They can be our helpers. Like the AI from the first game. I forget his name.
I was simply visiting for a moment, and now that my duty is complete, I must return to the darkness. That is why, until the very end...
Give them to me.
Pride, conceit, courage, insolence, fearful of nothing, daunted by nothing.
See, he's much better at this than me. I don't work on voices, and it's not like I ever learned to do proper voice acting, to be fair. I need to. I want to.
Let us laugh uproariously! That is Gundam Tanaka! I shall stick with my evil until the very end! Open sesame pandemonium! I shall fill hell with true hell!
Also, my biggest weakness is I just can't do laughs. Fake laughs. I just cannot.
Let's give it everything we've got. It's punishment time.
Like, trying to do any kind of laugh is always just super awkward for me. Alright, how are you gonna kill him? Oh. Gundam Tanaka Stampede. You're gonna kill. Oh, well, that makes sense. Right, you should kill. You kill them with their ultimates. They're gonna kill them with like. No, no. Oh, okay, good. We had time to write all that? Draw all that? Okay, sure. He survived. For like a brief second. He didn't die immediately. I feel like that should have been an instant kill, but... So you're gonna let them live? Okay, good. I was worried about whether they would die with him or not. Gundam. No. No! Even after Gundam is gone, the spirit of his parting words still lingered deep in our chests. Don't give up on life. Did I misunderstand what he meant? Then, what's the right thing to do? I don't know. No matter how much I think about it, I don't know if I'll ever be able to answer that.
Damn it.
Damn it. I'm so pissed off. I need to throw something. Throw the chairs. You all spent so much time worrying about each other, and thanks to that, things ended up like this. You're all full of shit. Every last one of you. But the biggest piece of shit is me.
Worst.
Damn it. Why am I so weak?
Oh.
It's such a downer, clearly. But still. Even though we feel this way, we still gotta do our very best.
You are right.
This time around, we must move forward. We must continue to live and believe in our friends. If not,
You are right.
Gundam will most likely crawl his way out of hell, and I presume he will be very cross with us. You're right. You're right. We shouldn't just stand here. I mean, it's not like this is over. We still have to do it. We still have to finish this. For the sake of our friends who have died, we need to finish this once and for all. So, don't just stand there. Stand up and walk. Move forward. Live. If you don't, everyone who fought and died will have died in vain. We can't allow that.
So, how long are you guys gonna stand around chattering? The class trial's over, so it's okay for you to hurry back over to Jabberwock Island. However, the killing school trip will proceed as usual, so make sure you know that.
Wait!
Hold on. How much longer are you gonna keep doing this? Seriously, how long is he gonna keep doing this? How long is this gonna continue? Until you figure out his identity in the 6th chapter, I'm assuming.
Now then.
Alright, after feeling down for so long, I finally feel refreshed. Let's hurry back and eat some food.
Hey!
Well, this is just gonna have to be her way to kind of cope, to grieve. Like, just go eat something and just kind of internalize it.
Hold on a sec. That mood shift is too damn fast.
It's not like that.
Well, you know, it's like Gundam and Nekomaru said. That's what it means to live, right? She's crying.
She's certainly something else.
But seriously, I'm starving.
Hey.
Then, let's go back for now and eat. And then, after we're full, let's sleep as much as we want.
Right?
And then, let's do our best again. Yeah, you're right. With this, the class trial has come to an end, and once again, we return to Jabberwock Island. The size of our group has definitely diminished, but despite that, even if it was just the rest of us, we did our best to stay upbeat and have fun together. Of course, our optimism was only superficial, but at that moment, we were able to forget about the dark despair looming before us. However, the only thing I was worried about was him. He wasn't there. He suddenly disappeared from our sight. Nagato? Yep, I'm definitely lucky. Actually, that's a good point. As long as you're on the side of the side that aren't blackened, how are you supposed to lose? Because you're so lucky. Can you even be killed in this way? At the same time, if you end up being a blacken as a super lucky guy. I never expected to obtain so many valuable things from such a simple game of Russian roulette. Thanks to that, I was able to learn the identity of our true enemy. Are you talking about Monokuma? Or just like... And before everyone else, too. But it's just too funny. I mean, no one could tell that I was lying. There's no way the file had just Hajime's information.
Well...
I guess they were too busy with other matters. Or maybe they've reached their limit. Regardless, I was saved. Things would get complicated if they found out. Anyway, wait. Oh, Was it actually him? Because he was willing to live with the Ultimates and everything. As someone who thinks he doesn't deserve to even be really near them or breathe the same air as them. Maybe somehow he was convinced to go hang out with them and then was disappointed by what he saw and whatnot. Although perhaps he has lost all those memories, so maybe he's learned about the truth about himself? I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised if he's somehow some surprise villain, but... Anyway, I can't forgive this.
Damn it.
This should never be forgiven. There's no way I can let this run loose. I'll be the one who stops this once and for all. Oh, maybe not. Even if it costs me my life.
It's obvious.
For the sake of hope, I cannot ignore this.
Monokuma appears!
Alright, Monokuma has arrived. Who summoned me?
Now then.
Thanks for coming. You know what? I can work with this, because I just realized I forgot to look for a thumbnail. F1. System. Save. This is my thumbnail slot. Yes. And I did save it there, right? Yes. Good. I think I can use this as a thumbnail. Unless I find something better going forward. But just in case, I'll grab this one right now. Thanks for coming.
What's this?
Why, it's a lonely little Nagato. Are you all alone tonight, too?
What's the matter?
So what's up? Your face looks scary.
I see. So you can tell.
Ah, perhaps you found out who the traitor is.
You know me well.
Well...
Is what I'd like to say, but unfortunately, I haven't learned that yet.
I see. So even you don't know, huh? Looks like the final showdown is gonna take a little more time.
Hello.
So, why'd you summon me anyway? Are you finally gonna confess your love?
Hey.
I summon you because there's something I really need to ask you. It's about the special prize from the final dead room.
Oh, yeah. What about it?
There was information about 16 people in the file I received. But isn't that weird?
Say what?
What's weird?
You don't even know?
Well, there's a traitor from the Future Foundation hiding among us, right? Including that person, the total number of students would be 16, right?
Isn't that right?
But this file contains documents that were created at Hope's Peak Academy, right?
Of course.
Yeah, that's right. I just reuse the stuff that the former headmaster spent a lot of time making.
But
If this file even contains information about the traitor, was that person also a former student of Hope's Peak Academy?
Who knows?
I wonder.
hey,
Could it be? Is this your doing? Did you slip false information into the file? Were you trying to keep us from learning the traitor's identity by obtaining this information?
What's wrong with that? If it's my job to heat things up, it's okay if I do something small like that. Right?
well,
That's not my point.
right?
My point is, you already know who the traitor is.
What's wrong with that?
You're getting all riled
Well,
up.
you're splendidly correct when you say, I knew who the traitor was all along. But even though I know who it is, why do you think I ignored it on purpose? It's just like Monokuma after losing her magic stick. The traitor's existence means absolutely nothing to me.
Their existence means nothing, huh?
No.
Well, that's just how I feel. I'm sure you guys feel somewhat different. After all, that person is the evil Future Foundation lackey who's putting you guys through this awful stuff.
That's not entirely true. I didn't really come here to fight or anything like that. Instead, I came here to offer my cooperation, you know? You little bastard. Maybe. We'll see.
Cooperation?
Hey,
Your purpose is to fill everyone on this island with despair, right? That's why you're intentionally letting the traitor do as they please, right?
Yep.
If that's the case, I might be able to cooperate somewhat too.
right?
However, in exchange, I want to know who the traitor is.
I see. Interesting. Very interesting.
No.
Obviously, that's a big no-no. I mean, I want to make everyone in your group feel despair. That includes you, too.
Well, I knew you would say that.
Besides, I just wouldn't be able to handle the sadness when you inevitably betray me later on.
Sorry, I always struggle with that word. Just as I thought. You saw right through me.
You're right.
No matter what situation I find myself in, my core way of thinking will never change. In order to create absolute hope that shines brightly, stepladders such as myself in despair exist.
You're right. You're a true believer of hope after all. I must say, that belief reminds me of that person for some reason.
Huh?
Reminds you? I don't know who you're talking about, but if someone as worthless as me reminds you of some other person, they must be extremely unlucky. Actually.
But you're just as unlucky, right? I mean, the fact that you're even involved in something like this.
Well,
Am I? I actually think I'm very lucky.
Say what?
Huh?
you don't know?
Wouldn't you say that coming across this much despair is a rather rare opportunity? I can't rely on anyone on this island. That's why I have to be the one who does it. If I can eliminate despair from this island, I won't be a stepladder anymore. I'll become true hope. Why always the lucky student? Last time the lucky student became ultimate hope. I think you're probably gonna be ultimate despair, honestly.
I'll become an existence that could even be called Ultimate Hope.
The two of you are alike. You definitely remind me of him.
Hey,
Hey, there's one more thing I want to ask you.
see?
Who are you waiting for on this island?
Huh?
Looks like I'm right again. You're definitely waiting for someone on this island. Is the person you're waiting for already on this island?
Hey,
Well, answer my question.
That's...
If that's the case, if that person is already on this island, wouldn't that be exciting?
Oh, you know what? I should have grabbed Nagato's reaction to that. His, like, sort of confused, like, okay, reaction. I should have grabbed that. Oh, well. That might have made a better one. At least I got my other one. To be continued. His earring. You've obtained a present, Hellhound earring. Yes. Yes. Because I accidentally say no a lot. But that is where I will end it. So, F1. And then also let me do a thing real quick. Turn that off. Okay. So, system, load, my thumbnail,
Danganronpa.
continue, and then it was Q? It was Q. Alright, this will be my thumbnail for YouTube. Alright, so what I want to say is, up to this point, like, I was enjoying this game at first, and I enjoyed the first game, definitely. And the trials, I didn't think about it back then. I don't usually think about this kind of thing. But I had to think about this recently. I guess, if I think back on it, I guess I didn't really like the minigames in the first game, but I was able to tolerate them well enough. It was, like, kind of whatever. The second one, this one, I think the minigames, which are... I mean, I'm calling them minigames. They kind of are like the core features, technically, but realistically, they're like just minigames that are the core features of the trial. They just are not fun to me. And I think I was really starting to hate them. I was really getting annoyed by them and the timers. And I was starting to not enjoy this much. The story I do like. I like the story. I like the characters. I guess maybe I've also realized maybe it is a bit rough to get close to these characters. Like, you have a huge group of characters, you're talking to all of them, getting to know them, and, you know, they talk about being friends a lot. We're all friends, and that was in the first game and second game. I guess it is rough having them kill each other chapter after chapter. Especially when I do lose people I do like losing Ibuki. And having Mikan, who was another person that I guess I kind of liked. Having killed her so brutally. These are our friends, they're killing each other brutally, so we're losing at least 2 people per chapter. I guess that is a bit rough. I didn't think too much about that. Usually any other game, it's like one person has died, someone we probably didn't know, that died at the beginning or something, or we got to know them, like, for a little bit before they die. And so it's a murder mystery about one character, maybe a couple. Or it's like some horror game where we're all a group of survivors or people that are being hunted out by some monster. But here, it's us killing each other. So I guess it is a very different experience. And it's a murder mystery every chapter. But that one, I guess it's rough, but I can tolerate that one. The minigames were really getting to me. again, the story interesting, characters interesting. I like to solve mysteries. But every time this game was starting to come up on Saturdays, like I was starting to play it shorter and shorter streams. Every time it was time to play this, I wasn't excited to play it. I didn't want to play it. I didn't feel like playing it. And I tried to think about why. I think it was definitely the trials. The trials, I came to the conclusion I was not having fun with the trials. I still think they're interesting, because I like putting together the mystery and everything. It's definitely the mini-games. But now that I put this on gentle mode, that actually was a lot better, a lot more enjoyable. Because I will say, I was actually going to drop this after this chapter. I wanted to finish this chapter. There's 2 more. I was going to drop this. Not forever, but I was going to drop this for like months. And get back to this later when I felt like I wanted to play it again, hopefully. Hopefully. But now I actually do want to keep playing, now that I've just put it on gentle mode, just like focus on story mode during the trials. However, I'm still dropping this temporarily then. Because I've already put the schedule as next Saturday, and from now on, my Saturdays are no longer going to be visual novels. Only Thursdays are going to be visual novel days. My Saturdays are now going to be Pokemon fan games. And I already have one picked out that I'm super excited about that that YouTube recommended to me, which was a trailer for a ROM hack of Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness, where it's called DX Director's Cut. Looking at the information for that, I'm super excited to play that. That's going to be my first Pokemon fan game going forward for Saturdays. I was actually going to play some other random typical fan game of like the more like Game Boy games or something. But Pokemon XD DX will be my first. I'm looking forward to that. Right now, Thursday, I'm playing Yokai Landlord. I'm going to finish that first. And I was going to move on to another game, and like I said, drop this. This will come back after Yokai Landlord. Because now that was fine. Now I'm willing to play this again. So after I finish Yokai Landlord, I will play the rest of this, the final 2 chapters. Because that wasn't so bad. Now I actually want to play. So that'll be my schedule. So I'm going to drop this temporarily until Yokai Landlord is done, and this will be on Thursdays. And Saturdays will no longer be visual novel day. Because I've been craving Pokemon for quite some time, and I was actually planning to drop one visual novel day when I had kind of almost run out of visual novels, because I still have a fair number of them. I have like 40 of them, and that's just from like Steam that you have to pay for, and not including like any free stuff on itch.io or something. But when I got low, I was going to drop one, but I'm going to drop one now because I want to play some Pokemon. So going forward, that'll be the thing. I am glad that I can enjoy this game, because yeah, the mini-games just weren't doing it for me. They were just completely turning me off from this game. Like, I was trying to understand why, because every time I was trying to play this game, I was like, I don't feel like streaming this. I don't feel like playing this. And it wasn't because of the characters. It wasn't because of the story. And I don't normally feel that way. And any of the other games, like, I'm fine with the other games. Anytime, if I don't feel like streaming, because I try to stream every single day with my watch streak. If I don't feel like streaming, it's because I'm tired from the day, from work or something. But I still try to persevere, because if I do that, then I'll keep feeling that way. Because I easily give up, so that's why I try to maintain this stream streak every single day. Because otherwise I'm not doing anything on any given day. But with this game, it wasn't even that. It wasn't even that I was tired. I just wasn't feeling like I wanted to stream it. Even when I wasn't doing the trial like last stream, it's just the investigation. I like the investigations. I still didn't feel like streaming, even though I like the investigations. And I think it's just because I know in the back of my mind, every stream is bringing me closer and closer to a trial stream. But again, we're fine now. I'm good. So now, yeah, I want to finish this game now. But for those who only want to watch this, who are watching me for this, I am dropping it for the time being until Yokai Landlord is done, which should be 1 or 2 more streams. So in like 2-3 weeks, I'll be back to this game. That's what I wanted to say. I wanted to talk about that. But, well, that'll do for today, so we'll finish. So thank you everyone for hanging out with me. For those who are in chat and those who are just lurking, I appreciate it as always. I hope you all have a good morning, day, or night, whatever time it is for you guys. And I'll see you on the next one. Bye, everyone. And now I shall raid out on Twitch. So let me bring up the raid messages. I do. I am glad I managed to save that. Because I want to know who Monokuma is, and I want to know the secrets, the mysteries. I did think of this before the stream started, that maybe if I set it to gentle mode, because I forgot about that, maybe if I change the difficulty, it'll save it. So I was waiting until now, after the trial was done, to make that choice.
Sketching dreams that understand. Walls may close, the night may fall, but his spirit stands tall. Lines he draws are doors that lead.
I think I want to raid Kyo. Kyo's playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel, which is interesting. I haven't raided Kyo in a long time, and I don't think I've said hi to him in a long time. So let's go with Kyo.
Turning silence into streams. In his mind, he's never alone. Crafting realms he calls his own. Paper whispers, secrets told, journeys inked in black and bold. Mountains climb or rivers bend in the world that he can mend. He may be confined and still, yet his heart is wild with thrill. Through each line a sky so wide, in his world he takes a ride. Every size painted bright, stars that gleam in darkest night. With the pen his spirit